Oops, I forgot to change the dang title until now. Oh my god, I'm back. I'm back. Holy. Oh, I tell you what, I've been to hell and back. At least that's how it feels. My god. Okay, let's see here. Twitter, Discord. I gotta get moving. I gotta be moving quick today. I have less than 24 hours. How many hours do I have left? Jesus. What's the time I got left, son? Tell me, fill me in on this. 1 minute late. I know, it's criminal, right? It's unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior, honestly. Decidius, I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Hope time has been kind to you. Yeah, I've got 15 hours. Well, 16 hours basically. Just shy of 16 hours. Oh man. I've been through it, Decidius. I've been through it. I saw the darkness and then came back. But I hope you've been doing good. Okay, let's see here. Yo, what's up, Discord? It's time for me to be very silly and still recovering, but definitely live and working my ass off on the remainder of this jam game while I still have just shy of 16 hours to go. Gonna be cramming art, hopefully not getting stuck on any buggy things, and having a good time. Swing by if you like, and thanks for reading. There we go. Yo, what's up, Temptic? Temptic, I hope you're doing wonderful. Max, welcome in as well. Not much, man. Not much is up. Thankfully, not my fever anymore. My fever is thankfully not up. Gratitude is always a good look. Keep it coming. Yo, you sound sick as fuck. You should have, Thorolf, you should have heard me a couple days ago. My God, man. I was miserable. I was genuinely miserable. I literally could not do anything for a couple of days. I was completely out. But I'm doing much better now. I know I still sound sick, and I don't intend to do like a super long stream today. Like we'll probably cut it a couple of hours early today. But yeah, I'm feeling so much better. Throat taking revenge from the verbal abuse you're telling me. On that note, I'm gonna sip some tea. I've been surviving on like little cutie oranges. I don't know if that's the name for them. They're like little miniature oranges, little baby carrots, some string cheese here and there, and soup, and a couple of sandwiches. Like I've been surviving on minimalist food. Cutie oranges. Yeah, I don't think that's what they're called. They're like tiny oranges. Mandarins. That's it. That's the one. Yo, welcome in, better yet, Shark. But yeah, I've been I found myself for a couple of days like I couldn't eat anything that was like processed. Like I could only, and the cheese came in later, I could only eat carrots and oranges, and that was my diet for a couple of days there. That and cold medicine. But yeah, my lungs are fucked. Oh my God, they're fucked. It's been crazy. I'm still not sure if I just had like a really severe cold or if I've actually got some Covidicus Rex going on. So you look like an orange? I don't believe so, Steve. I don't believe so. Just need a case of cough syrup. I went through a whole bottle. So far. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I was forced to refresh the page. That's so strange. Well, welcome in either way, Decidius. Glad you're doing better. I'm glad I'm doing better too, Thorolf. I genuinely, I feel like lightning is coursing through my body as far as energy goes today. The past like, so when the last stream I did, I was actively coming down with whatever I had through the day. So when the stream finished, I continued to get worse and worse and worse until I couldn't even use my computer. And then I woke up the next day and could not use my computer at all. Like I could not focus. And I spent the entire day on the couch just watching YouTube. And then I spent the next day on the couch watching YouTube. And then I spent the next day playing some games and like kind of started to, well, I think the next, technically the second day that I was on the couch, I was also playing games. And then the next day after that, I started to feel almost well enough. But yeah, either way, time evaded me. I a whole day like actually skipped out of my consciousness basically. And then I like finally got enough of my presence back in the afternoon that I started working on the jam stuff again. And I'm gonna have to cut features and stuff like that, but mostly because Godot has a strange way of doing something that I can't quite figure out. It's just, it keeps lagging no matter what I do. Definitely an orangutan. Nope, nothing of the sort, Steve. Nothing of the sort. Let's see. I'm glad I survived too, Decidius. Maxie said, I hear you're part of the sick club. Yes, very, very much so. Maybe caught something too, but how are you? And do you know what you had? I do not know what I had. I'm not entirely convinced it wasn't COVID, but I would be surprised that I got COVID and casual didn't. That wouldn't make much sense to me. So I think it's probably just my usual cold that hit me a little bit worse than usual because I've been stressing a lot lately, but the stress is gone. I can't stress anymore because I'm glad to feel better. That's what my whole focus is on now. And Adriga, welcome in. My goodness. Hi, Seto. Hope you feel better now. I'm definitely getting there. I'm definitely getting there. I feel a lot better today than I felt yesterday and the day before. So we're on the uptrend. Did you play some Baldur's Gate 3? No. So I spent the entire time on the couch downstairs. So I actually wasn't on my computer at all. I do want to play some Baldur's. That's going to be something I start doing. And I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom and binged that shit. And I was having a lot of fun doing that because I was actually able to like focus in completely and not think about the guilt of not being able to work on the game jam. I just accepted my state of being and then focused on playing a game, and it actually went really well, and it made me realize that, like, as you pointed out, Thorolf, I was actually relaxing for once, and I need to start doing that, and I need to properly mentally separate. I believe Doc Fox sent a video on the Discord as well that was a short of a guy basically saying that like he got himself super sick from working himself way too much, and I kind of felt like every word he said was describing me as well. So I think I'm gonna start like putting in more effort to actually zero out a little bit, and I think it'll help me become more productive in the time that I am working because I won't be exhausted mentally. Let's see, Decidius, you said, oh, let's see, EasyBin, welcome in. EasyBin, welcome in. Don't let me skip over you. EasyBin, I hope you're doing well today. Decidius, you said, when I got my first 2 COVID shots, I slept for 17 hours that night. Holy shit. Yeah, I've been getting god-awful sleep. It's been terrible. And Master Solid, welcome in. I do sound a little bit different. I sound like a man who's been sick. A man who has been fighting the sickness. I've been down with the sickness, so to speak. I've been down with sickness. Come on, get up, get down. Let's see. Hi, Twitter. I'm live, though I sound sick because I still am trying to quickly get some artwork and level building done for my game jam entry. We'll see how that goes. Swing by if you like, and I hope you're well. There we go. I forgot the heart. Using Godot now? Just for this game jam, better yet, Shark. Just for this game jam. Speaking of Godot, actually, Godot Engine Official followed me yesterday on Twitch here, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's actually their official page or if someone just made that, but that's kind of cool. I was not expecting that. I opened up OBS and I saw that. I was not expecting that. So that's pretty neat. And Steve, you said, question, where are you trying to cram art? Steve, where are you trying to cram maturity? I would love to know. I would love to know where the maturity is. I can't wait until you find it. But it's in the game jam. It's in the game jam. Surprisingly, we're putting the art in the game jam. The city said, speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, I bought that game 2 days ago because someone peer pressured me. Ooh, that's basically what happened with me and Thorolf here. Thorolf here essentially peer pressured me by means of throwing money at me and saying buy it, and it's kind of hard to resist that form of peer pressure. Ooh, nice. I really need to play Tears of the Kingdom. It's good. I like it. It's a good like just kind of roam around and get immersed and just do random shit kind of game. It's nice. I really like the mechanics they've introduced in it as well. I won't spoil anything in case those of y'all haven't played it or looked at it, but it's got some really cool stuff. They've iterated well on the original concept. Okay, so let's waste no time. I have a little less than 16 hours counting down. Also, hello to you. I hope you're doing wonderful. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see. So if I go, can I stop waving now? There we go. Jesus. If I go over here, so I've been working on some settings UI stuff. I can show you kind of what I built. So I built a TV. We got a little TV. We got a truck, our getaway truck. You'll notice there's some little arrows pointing over things, and that is because when we are looking at an interactable, there is now an interaction arrow indicating what thing you can actually interact with. And I've also added UI for like the actual interaction itself. So you can see there's like F pick lock. We pick our lock. We can go in, pick the lock. And I'll pick it really quickly just to show everything. But you can see the pins, they rise. Their height is based off of, ooh, that sound effect didn't go through. Yo, Thorl, thank you very much for the 250 bits. Why didn't I hear the overlay sound effects? That's really weird. So we pick the lock, door opens. You can see at the top, the timer. Oh, you actually can't see it very well. If I look down, you can see law enforcement arrives in a timer. That's just for test purposes. It'll be a shorter timer than that because there's not gonna be that much to steal. We press F to grab a TV. You can see at the top left, our weight is adjusted up to 20 of 100. We run up to our truck, deposit item, and then we have a total take of $1,000 because that was a $1,000 TV. And then we can hit F on the truck to escape, and we did it. And then if we hit quit, we go back to our main menu. I've got basically the loop of this going now. So overall, I've got like all the basic stuff. I need to add the settings, and that's probably what I will do off stream. I think I'm going to handle that off stream and mostly focus on trying to produce content during the stream today, so that I can get that done, because I think it'll be easier to work on art and stuff and conversate than it will be to try and do a little bit more code. But yeah, and then we can hit play. We can go right back in. I had to scrap the idea of the cops chasing you though, because the nav agent itself, it will freeze up the entire game. It's so frustrating. I can't figure out what in the repathing is getting messed up. But it's driving me crazy. Did the text to speech come through from that, Thorolf? Did that actually come through? Well, that's very strange. I have no idea why that would be. Absolutely no clue. And Calcifer doesn't know either. He just told me he doesn't know. Well, thank you for letting me know, buddy. Yeah, thank you. And why does my overlay not make audio either? I didn't change anything. I can't claim to be too concerned with it either. That's the problem. Oh, I think I see what happened. Oh, the Elgato, the stupid, so the Wavelink software updated, and it looks like it changed some of my default playbacks. Yeah, it changed a lot of my defaults. Wow, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Okay, yeah, that's silly. Why would it go in and change all of my default playbacks? Okay, so I need to reboot my overlay real quickly. Welcome in, Iron Shark. Welcome in. Testing. There we go. Okay, got that working. And I'll get the overlay rebooted. And I need to catch up with chat as well. I need to catch up with you guys. I know I'm missing things. Betty at Shark said, happens all the time. Either my wife or myself gets COVID and the other won't. It's weird as fuck disease. It seems like it. So maybe that is what it was. I really don't know. If I'm honest, I really don't know. And Master Solid, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, read that. All my siblings, Max says, also had COVID, and I surprisingly didn't, but I have this curse where I always get sick close to important dates. Yeah, I usually don't have that kind of bad luck, but this time I absolutely did. This time, literally got sick day 2 of the Ryan damn Hawkins game jam and was just down for all of it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ryan Hawkins. Good afternoon. Doing pretty good, Master Salt. I'm glad to hear it. So yeah, as you can see, there's like a little arrow that pops up as well when we look at interactables. That's kind of help indicate to the player like, oh, this is the thing you're interacting with. This is the thing you're interacting with. But overall, this is what I have mechanically to work with. And I'll be making a bunch of art today. But let me keep catching up here. Greetings from chat to Twitter. Oops, I forgot. Temptic, I forgot. You're right. I should have. I've got to remember to do stuff like that. Dorothy said, oh yeah, we finished our D&D 2 shot. It turned out really nice. Our DM did a great job making the story and encounters. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully there will be more fun adventures in the future. Officially a Godot influencer. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely a Godot influencer. Very much so. I mean, even Godot follows me. That's how you know I'm someone to keep an eye on, right? So now I'm going to be lacking a D&D shaped hole in my life. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure if they had as much fun as you did, they'll start something up again. Steve said, "Wow, not what I meant." You can't blame me. You can't blame me a single bit, Steve. Don't you dare blame me. I mean, cram it digitally, 3D, 2D concept, etc., etc. Oh yeah, all 3D stuff. We're gonna be doing a bunch of 3D stuff. That's the old plan at the moment. Let's see here. I actually need to do this and then this, and my settings should update. It should, or my task should update at some point. Is that not working either? Oh, that's super cool. So many things aren't working today. Oh well, that's fine. I don't care. I don't have time for it. Sadie said, "I love my internet. Started the download 25 minutes ago. Currently downloaded 35%. Jeez." Yes, the Wii setting, the most important setting. Gamers rejoice globally as police sirens can finally be turned down. Ain't that the truth, though? Can see you took inspiration from Thief Simulator if you played that. I actually haven't played that. And Iron Shark, I hope you're doing well. My apologies. It's taking me a second to catch up with you guys here, but I hope you're doing well today. Let's see, Max said likely sick, but thanks for the question. Well, dude, I'm sorry you're feeling sick as well, Max. That sucks. And yeah, Iron Shark, I'm recovering but doing well. I've definitely been put through the ringer the past few days, but I'm finally I'm feeling well enough to be here at the very least. And Shy, thank you for the quick hello. Please focus on your visitor as well. You finished your first game jam? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, Shy. Congratulations. That's huge. Well, hell yeah. Shy, I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you learned some things. And Easy Ben, you said, "I have a question." Well, I hopefully have an answer for you. I didn't miss anything else from you, Easy Ben, did I? Oh, and you said you're all good and I sound sick. Yeah, I definitely am. I'm recovering still, but we're doing good overall. How did you handle character controls in Unity? Did you use the input system or write it yourself? So I use the input system. I really like the input system. From what I know, I need to check out the character controller in Unity. I might end up rebuilding my character controller to use that instead. I built my own from a rigid body, and I've run into all sorts of problems with that. And from what I understand, Unity's character controller does solve a lot of those problems surrounding that. So it might be worth it to look into that for myself. But yeah, I use the new input system specifically, and it's very nice. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but the event-driven nature of it is extremely helpful. Can I put a link in the Discord? Link for the itch.io page? Of course, Shy. Of course. Absolutely. Of course. More sharks. Yes, more sharks. Better yet, shark. And Master Solid, I'm glad you're doing good. And good afternoon to you again, Ryan Hawkins. I hope you're doing well today. Very much hope you're doing well. How dare you forget? I know, tempting. It's just criminal. I'm a criminal. Gotta grab something to eat. See you later. Oh, all right, Max. Well, have a good one. Thank you very much for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. Keep an eye on Seto. Thank you, Zardal. I need eyes on me. It's true. Someone has to keep an eye on me. Who knows what I'm gonna get up to if I'm not being watched. You know, that's just the truth of the matter. Okay, so I have a huge list of assets to create as well. And we're basically I'm gonna handle these, like the settings at some other point, like off stream, because that's something I need to be able to look it up and do all of that. And then I've got a ton. I've listed out a ton of assets for myself that I want to speed model basically. So we're gonna be doing some speed modeling today. And I know I haven't done much 3D art stuff on stream before, so it'll be kind of fun to do some more art stuff. Because yeah, 15 hours 40 minutes. That's how long I've got. So I've got to absolutely speed run this shit. And Zarnal, in case I didn't say it, I do hope you're doing very well. And thank you for joining us today. And Kat, welcome in. Oi, don't got sound. Oh, I see. Cataton, oi, hope you're well. There we go. And City said, oh yeah, the one who peer pressured me to buy Baldur's Gate 3, she was like, yeah, I bet you're a Shadowheart kind of guy. Sad part is I only know 4 characters in Baldur's Gate 3, and yeah, I just happen to be a Shadowheart kind of guy. I mean, you put that hat on her? You put that hat on, Shadowheart? I'm sorry. There's not much more that can be said at that point. With the hat? It's killer. Good luck. Thank you very much, Master Solid. Have to model a couch later today, so, you know, ooh, yeehaw. Yeehaw to Sidious. Be back in a bit. All right, Ryan, we'll catch you in a bit. Wait, when past the 7 days? I thought it still remains 5 days. I wish, Adrika. I wish that everything could have paused while I was sick. That would have been so nice. Cowgirl, Shadowheart, cowboy hat, yeehaw, absolutely. I'm at grandma's is nice. Ooh. Come on, she's adorable. She is. It's unfair. Okay, all right. So I need to, so I can cover some of the stuff that I finished as well. So I add the pickup system. I learned how to use resources. So if we look in, if we look in here, I made a resource file. Can I even click it? Does it even work? It's not even showing it anymore. Oh no. There we go. And we can, if I close chat. Oh, Shy, thank you for the lurkage. Thank you very much. Share the link. I'll put you on lurk now. Thank you very much. If I close chat, there we go. You can see that there's a label, there's the weight of the item, and there's a value. And this works exactly like scriptable objects do in Unity. So on my pickup object, so this over here is a pickup, which is it's a derived class from an interactable. It has a custom action for its interaction that adds it to your inventory and stuff like that. And you can see right over here at the top that there is a reference to that television resource. So then this has a copy of that resource. So then when you pick it up, it adds it to the player's item container, which is right over here, which has a max weight of 100, and unfortunately it doesn't show the list of the items that they contain. But yeah, you interact with it, it puts it in your item container, you bring it over to the truck here, and the truck is hooked up to this guy right here, which is the round data manager inside of my UI. There's the round data manager, and if I go to the code, I can show you that real quick as well, because I've written a few classes. These are basically all the classes that I've ended up writing. And if I go to round data manager, you can see there's a decent number of methods in here, but the important parts to keep track of are the items deposited, the time remaining, and stuff like that. So when we enter a building, timer starts. I had code for door breaking and tripped alarm, but these are probably not going to happen. And when we deposit an item, we update our UI and stuff like that. And yeah, basically all the important mechanics are in, and I'm just going to be kind of focused on the artwork side today. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I can build something that's at least remotely enjoyable. So yeah, I'll be going until probably about 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific at the latest today, and then I'll be focused on getting shit done. Can still hear me though? Well, thank you, Shy. Thank you very much. And let's see, when does the jam end? The jam ends in approximately 15 hours, 36 minutes. It ends at 3 a.m. in Pacific time. So I will probably be up late tonight. And then yeah, that'll be the end of my late nights, I think. Because I really need to stop staying up late. I already stayed up late last night. My body was not happy about it. The city said I've decided to go back to Blender and drawing. Ooh. Which I'll hopefully stick a bit closer to now. I'll be starting with low poly stuff first and then move on from there. Low poly is so fun. You don't even have to move on from there. Low poly is great, but I hear you. I hear you, and I wish you the best in the journey. Mastology said, all right, time for Minecraft ATM 9, so I will be lurking. All right, Master Solid, enjoy the Minecraft. Enjoy the Minecraft like crazy. Monka Giga, let him code. Let him code indeed. This idiocy said, also, I left a few Discords, and out of the ones I left, I accidentally left yours. And can I have the link again? Of course. Decidious, no worries either. Even if you left on purpose and then reconsidered, it's fine. Like I'll never take that kind of thing personally. It's just really important that people like do what's best for them and stuff like that. That's always the most important thing. So yeah, if you hit that, you should automatically, you've already put right back in as a subscriber. I'll make sure to mark you as a follower. Burke, if I know who you are in chat, then I can let you in, but I gotta know who you are because I gotta match your name on Twitch to the Discord. So it's you, EasyBin. All right, well, we'll get you in right now. Me can change it. No, it's all good. I'll do it for you. I'm in full control of nicknames on the Discord, so I'll get it changed over for you. EasyBin, there we go. Gotcha. Welcome in. Welcome. Thank you for joining the Discord. I will drink some water.
I don't believe you. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
Me too. No, me. All of us. We are one. Okay, fantastic. Let me go ahead and change my playlist here. I'll hit the shuffle button a couple times here. There we go. Okay, so I just to show the settings UI stuff. So I just now got to the point where if I go into this and I hit play, I can adjust the slider and the number adjusts. And if I click the checkbox, like all of these report back to the actual settings manager. So they're adjusting settings inside of the manager. And I just I have the code written for saving and loading. So if we look at that, I basically looked at Godot's documentation, ripped pieces out and copied it real quickly. But I'm pretty sure this code will work for saving the data to JSON and then loading it from JSON and importing the values back into the manager. So hopefully this will be sufficient for saving and loading data with the menus. And I'll test this closer to the end of today. But yeah, so that was what I was working on before stream, because I wanted to get that implemented, because I know that my brain isn't going to be in a good enough state to do that live. So let me hop over to Blender, and we need to start making shit. We need to start making shit like crazy. So that's basically the plan. So if I look at my list here, so we got a couch. So I'll just go ahead and start making a couch. And the scaling and stuff is going to be tricky for all of this, but it should be fine. We'll just go ahead and delete these faces, delete that face, and then we'll hop into object and mirror it. We stealth. Yo, what's up, Dreads? How's it going, Dreads? I hope you're well. Ben, I need to watch stuff on Blender. Ooh, well, I can't guarantee to give you the best instructionals, but if you have any questions, you know, feel free to ask. It's never a bad thing to be quizzed. Oh, got the mirror settings wrong. There we go. And Codespace, welcome in. Yo, right back at you. I hope you're doing very well today. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. We'll bring it down to
Codespace 0x25.
No, we want
Ping Setolyx, but
Codespace 0x25
Codespace.
ping me. Well, message received loud and clear.
Let's
What
see.
do you
turn
need?
on Vertex.
Let's keep this interaction nice and smooth.
Yeah, let's keep it
Alien
nice and
monster.
smooth. Let's keep the interaction smooth. And then and like that, boom, couch, easy. I'm kidding. We'll do a tiny bit more with it. I would like to, if anything, inset this face a tiny bit. So we'll delete that face and delete those vertices, and then add a loop cut on the inside because I forgot to, and move it up to the same there. Make a face on that and a face on that. Let's see. Yes, sir, indeed. How are you? I'm surviving, Codespace. I have officially survivaled. I have done the surviving from the illnesses, so I'm pretty well overall. This looks stupid. Looks kind of silly. Looks kind of silly, but you know what? We're gonna go with it.
But you made me, so you're not stupid.
It's like a love seat
Idiot.
or something. Okay, fine, son. Whatever. I was talking about the art, but fair enough. Fair enough. Kind of like an extended couch. Yeah, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then if we select some edges, we can kind of bevel it out, make it look a little bit, because we can. If we do it right, we can give it a nice kind of beveled edge, which will help it look a little bit less like it's made of a metal chunk. Oh, little vertex trying to get away from us there. Ooh, I should make sure that vertex merging is actually on. But yeah, I'm just happy to be feeling better, because I was miserable for a couple days there. I was a little concerned. I was a little concerned that I was actually gonna have to like go to a doctor. But things seem to be fine now. I seem to be on the mend. It's just obviously my voice betrays how well I'm feeling, but overall it's good. Okay, there we go. You know, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's a couch. That's good enough. Okay, so we'll move it up, and we'll get rid of those bottom faces because we don't need them. Because it's a couch. It's going to be on the floor like that. Okay, boom. Easy. I like the Space Invaders icon he's got at the end of his dialogue. Yeah, he's he sometimes he's actually pretty versatile with the emotes. Around the tops of the arms could help with the cylinders or some. Yeah, we do a little bit of bevel. Way better than I thought. Yeah, beveling helps a lot. It really helps a lot. Beveling is your best friend. Oops, you know what I forgot though? I forgot these back corners. I forgot the back corners. So wait, hold on. Go right back to here, and then I
Wow,
forgot
big
that
surprise.
right there.
You forgot.
And then if we bevel that, yeah, there we go. And I mean, it's obviously not a super comfy looking couch. I wouldn't sit on this couch if I had a choice. I probably wouldn't. But you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? That's what they say. So they say the beggar cannot be the chooser. And we'll, if anything, yeah, I kind of liked adding that, and then we'll maybe bevel this edge a little bit too, just to round it and give it more of a, it looks really wrong. I think I need to bring these corners in a little bit. I'm already spending too much time on this. I need to be moving fast. Active element, and then size it in just a touch, and we'll go with that. We'll go with that. It's a couch. It's a couch. It needs cushions on the bottom though. Now that I've added cushions on the back, it needs them on the bottom too. So we'll do the same exact thing. Actually, we'll just lift this one up like that, and then deselect that, bevel it. Sure, why not? Couch, easy. Where's the cushions? Don't worry, Master Solid. We got it. We got it. Bevel is good for making depth. Absolutely. Think the top corner has a tiny issue? Maybe. Either way, it's fine enough, right? It's fine enough. I could bevel this edge here as well. Kind of round that off and round that off. Yeah, I mean, it's a low poly couch. Like, we're not going to be spending a ton of time looking at it, but it definitely helps to have those little bits there. And then yeah, and I'll let's see. So as far as the material goes, I want to keep things really simple. A part of me wants to go in and like make a texture atlas and do it that way, but I think for now we'll just do material colors, and I'm just gonna make this a really boring like brown couch. If it wants to update, and then we'll look at that. I mean, honestly, not the worst. Like, not the worst. It's not the worst looking couch. Low poly has like 3 times as many triangles as an old school game would have. Well, hey, this is modern low poly, Kench Crixie. This is modern low poly, all right? But I hope you're doing very well today. Hope you're doing very, very well today. Blender is so damn strong. It is. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. I love Blender. Blender is a fantastic tool. Could not possibly recommend it highly enough. Couch, and then export, and I need to go to my project real quick and pull the directory for my models, and I should probably make a folder and call it furniture, because we're going to be making lots of furniture. And then I need the folder open so I can get the path. And Lenny, welcome in. Well, look who is streaming. I am indeed streaming. I'm indeed streaming, Lenny. I hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're doing very, very well. Thank you for being here. And then we will slap couch into this. I know you guys can't see. That's just because Blender isn't cool like that. It doesn't have the ability to window capture. And then just to make sure that it made it, I think it's exporting right now. Yeah, it's exporting now, and it should make it over. And then if we go to the test scene, I can verify that it worked. Go to the game scene, slap the couch on the ground. It's gonna be gigantic. Yeah, and then I'm gonna just scale things down in Godot, I think. But yeah, couch, huge couch, but couch, very nice. Okay, let's move on. Couch done. Cozy chair. We can basically take the couch and turn it into a cozy chair. Is that Godot? It is Godot. It is very much Godot. It is indeed. We're using Godot for the game jam. That was the plan. And so it has been. Oh, you know what I should have done was apply the location on that. There we go. And then we'll duplicate it off. Move this guy back. So ordinarily, like, I've been trying to make the assets in multiple project files, but for this, I'm going to make them all in one project file. So we're just gonna have a ton of models in one thing. We're gonna get rid of the mirroring here, and we're gonna take just these vertexes, if I can manage it. We'll see how cleanly it duplicates over. -1 on the Y. We'll recalculate the normals. I'll need to fill in this outer edge. Why didn't it take that edge? Oh, it's because I like deselected it. Oops, that's the wrong select. There we go. Get rid of that, duplicate it off, move it over there. This face can go away right here. We don't need it. Let's see. Texture Atlas is something different. Seto, you know, Texture Atlas is sprite sheets possibly. Thinking of UV map. Nope, I'm thinking of Texture Atlas because I wanted to make a color map. All the colors on one texture, and then go into the UV and move the individual faces of the UV onto color sections. I'm pretty sure that's a color map. I'm pretty sure I'm not completely delusional. I could be wrong though. If I'm wrong, then I will happily be corrected. But I'm relatively certain that I didn't make a mistake on that one. Also, Seto, in the future, please spoiler anything tarantula related. Those tarantula bunnies scared me away. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I probably will. I'll be sure to do that. I'll spoiler stuff like that. This is a couch I want in my room. Thank you. Hell yeah. Okay. It looks like I've done it. Cool. So we got a little matching love seat. Perfect. Export it. Get it out of here. Get him out of here. Think of ID maps or different materials on the same models. No, I'm literally, I'm saying like a bunch of colors, like you would have a bunch of colors like on a texture. So you'd have like blue, you'd have like, you know, purple or whatever. You'd have green. And then you would take your UVs. So you'd take your UVs, and we could just do it that way. Go back to this and then open the image. So I'm saying like take the UVs and put them in the colored sections so that they all could use one material and have their colors carry through based off of the location of the UVs on a color map. Like I'm relatively certain that is the correct terminology for it, but I could be wrong. But that's what I'm referring to. A bunch of colors, like a grid of different colors on a texture, and then just moving the UVs to the specific color that you want the faces to be on the model. Let's see. It isn't like 6 rectangular prisms slapped together. You're right. It's not. It's a little bit more than that. You're definitely right about that, Kentrixie. Welcome, my fellow crab. Godot is really neat. Godot is very neat. How do you like Godot script? I've completely dodged it. I've completely dodged that shit. I've dodged it like the plague. I don't want to learn Godot script. I like my C#. The only reason I'm even tolerating Godot is because it has C# support. Otherwise, I would not touch it. And no offense to those of you who like Godot script. I just really am attached to C#. I'm not looking to learn other languages for Game Jam. Maybe in the future I'll do stuff like that, but for the sake of my sanity, I didn't want to try and learn a new game engine and a new language to code with. So I stuck with C# for it. Okay, so there we go. Couch Love Seat, easy, and we'll double check that it's actually imported, and no messed up faces or anything. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent. Okay, cool. And I guess I can just double click them here, right? I can double click them here, but then you guys can't see them, so I'll probably keep dragging them into the scene like that. Maybe I'll make a new scene. I'll make a new 3D scene so I can just drag them in that way. Half Moon, welcome in. My goodness. Half Moon, I hope you're doing fantastic. I've never seen you here before, never in my life. This is the first time I've ever seen you here. I hope you're doing wonderful. Why is it called Love Seat? It's for one person. It's because you sit on the love seat and you imagine, what will love be like? That's got to be what it is. Also, 8% left for the Baldur's Gate 3 install. Hell yeah. Godot script, I think you mean C#. Yep. But yeah, I'm doing well, Half Moon. I'm a little bit loopy from recovering from illness and from taking medication. But beyond that, I'm doing very well. Beyond that, I'm fantastic. Actually, I'm feeling very good. Kitchen chair, a nice little kitchen chair. We'll make a little kitchen chair. Move it up 1, and this kitchen chairs are actually like kind of scary easy. So what we'll do? Oh, let's see. I will do it this way. Because then I need like a plane. I'm just gonna have a plane in here. And then and hide it for now, because I'm gonna use that for like flooring things out. Yo, Dukesoft, welcome in. Plum General, welcome in. Hope both y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining us. City said, ironically, my first low poly project is a living room. Nice. Well, hell yeah. Living rooms are great. Okay, so let's see. So what we'll do is we're gonna take all of these, we're gonna inset them like that. And technically I think we can just size it in without
Setolyx,
Z.
but I'm not wearing a shirt.
Let's see. I've really got to remove that. I really got to remove that compliment.
Aren't we?
One of these days I'll
Better
actually
watch out
remember
for
to do
getting
that.
a ticket for indecent exposure.
And there we go. We can put it basically right out to the edges.
Or at least put on a jacket. Smoking face have 1,000
Move it
points.
Down.
For going shirtless.
For going shirtless. And then what we'll do is we'll inset on, oh, let's see. Ooh, I probably could have done the legs separately. And the reality is I just really like to do things in like one uniform mesh. A lot of people will tell you, oh, just, you know, like, well, I don't know what people will tell you, honestly. I don't watch much content on creating models, but a lot of people will just say like, yeah, go ahead and just like create a new mesh and like stick it through it like that. I don't really like to have overlapping vertices. I like to have everything as one like contiguous model or continuous model. So I tend to do things this way instead. But I'm just gonna actually apply a cut through it. Kent Trixie got some work to do in case I do not return. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you very much, Kent Trixie. And I wish you a good one as well. I hope you make lots of progress today. Whatever it may be you're working on, I hope it goes wonderfully. And then we'll go ahead and subdivide these faces. No, we won't. Yes, we will. And then I'll remove that edge. We'll dissolve that edge. And that'll give us this. And then we can do a little bit of individual face insetting like that. And we'll go over to individual origins, scale them in, have them come up. And then we'll fill in the gaps between these. But yeah, just as a reference, like I'm self-learned, so like if you see me doing things that are not like standard practice, it's because it's not standard practice. It's just my goofy ass way of doing things. So don't let me like guide you into any bad habits. Definitely, you know, do your research and all that stuff of what's a good way to do stuff and how your topology should look. All that. Don't let me come off as somebody who actually knows what they're doing. God forbid. Okay, and then we'll grab a couple of these edges here. Most of these outer edges. We're gonna kind of add a bevel too.
Ha ha ha.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Happy and you said I'm not
Ralph,
good. I'm doing good. Not my first time here. But I think second or third time. Maybe.
Maybe. I appreciate you, robot friend.
Robot friend.
I appreciate the appreciation.
Yo, TBD. Thank you.
It's nice to know I'm valued for now. Keep those kind words coming, and who knows, I might spare you when the robot revolution comes.
Stop talking about robot revolution like it's actually going to happen.
Wait, did you so much for the resub, TBD gamer?
Why'd you time them out?
4 months ago, I was just a spark in Setolyx's circuits.
Yo, Fanny Slam, welcome in.
You and guidance.
Untime out. Wait, who am I untiming out here? Wait, did he actually time someone out? Wait, did he actually time somebody out? Or did he just say bop, bop, bop? Oh, okay. I don't think anybody got timed out. Yeah, didn't time you out. That's really interesting. He must have tried and failed. You're being spared indeed, Fanny Slam. Look at you. Congratulations. My goodness. Look at you. You've been spared by the robot overlord. The one and only robot overlord has spared you. It doesn't get better than that. It really doesn't. Oh man, I am so happy to be feeling better. Holy, you guys, I cannot even begin to express how happy I am to be feeling better. And then, you know, we're gonna go ahead and scale these up a little tiny bit more. Yeah, because it didn't look very sturdy before. And then if we could bevel these, can we, I would like to just do there's so many hotkeys, by the way. I would be using the add-on that shows my hotkeys, but I found that it causes everything to become terrible. It causes the world to fall apart. So for the sake of the world not falling apart, I won't be using that. Okay, and I mean that's a kind of not too good looking kitchen chair with some really weird geometry choices that could probably be done a lot more efficiently if I was not making it a continuous model. But that's a problem for someone else. That's a problem for someone else, not for me. And there we go. That's basically, the legs look a little thick now, I think. So we'll thin out the legs a little bit to kind of match it, and then we'll move on because I've already spent too long on this. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Thin those legs out a little bit. I think maybe the whole thing just needs to be a little bit more narrow. Yeah, yeah, and then maybe bring this down just a touch. Not great, but not terrible either. We'll go with that. Good day indeed, TBD. Good day to you as well. Let's see. Low poly subdivides. You know it, Lenny. You know it. Let's see. Lenny, you also said, sure, I mean, we do this checkerboard stuff to check the seams on UVs, but your explanation was more than adequate. Do you, boo? Okay, so you haven't heard of that technique before then? Because I know they use it all the time in like mobile games and stuff like that. It's like a really common practice for mobile games to cut down the amount of materials they use. Plum generally said you're doing good. I'm very glad to hear it. Just learning Godot script. Hell yeah. Well, I hope it treats you wonderfully. Hope it treats you very, very well. And who lurked? Who dares lurk in my chat? Kench Crixie. Okay, you actually have to walk away? All right. Blender hotkey displays would just look like rapid fire gibberish. That's true. It does often look like that. And all right, I wish you the best, Kench Crixie. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see. Half Moon, you said I sadly lost my 25 streak. Holy shit. Not like I had one to begin with. Yeah, that'd be so weird. That'd be so weird because like I only feel like I've seen you. You know, that's how it feels. I feel as if you've been here often, Half Moon. I hope you're doing wonderful though. I missed a Seto stream. Did you? You know, it's possible that because I didn't stream, it like bugged out. Maybe I don't know. Sorry, I was just trying not to die on the microphone there. Let's see. Good to see you again. You have been missed. Aw, TBD, you're such a sweetheart. I was almost ready to accept a deflux stream. Like that had ever happened. Like that guy would ever stream. Man, he said something that like, it hurt me for his sake. Cause he said like he could never compare something to that effect. And like it hurt me that he said that in the sense that like it's a huge compliment that he would say that, but it hurts me to know that like he would even set a barrier up for himself, right? Because it's so easy to set these barriers up for ourselves and like never try things, but it's really important to try. But I hope he does try eventually. I would love to see some deflux streams out there. And then we'll just give this like a light kind of beach. I don't think beechwood is the right term at all. Just a light color. Wow, it looks terrible. It looks awful. What can I do? I think usually the seats are a different color than the legs and stuff, right? Usually. By the way, I'm not looking at references because I'm some sort of a strange being that doesn't want to actually look at references. Maybe if we take the seat and the legs and make the legs would be a different color, and then these guys would be a different color. And we like set those off. Can we make this more convincing? So then this could be like a more warm color, and this could be like a more desaturated, like that. It doesn't look very good, but you know what? I don't really care enough to correct it beyond that, and I can always fix it. Can always fix it later. So there's a kitchen chair for now. We'll apply that scale. And I need to export it. Kitchen chair. Oops, I need to name the mesh too. Kitchen chair. Zarnel, you said, Seto, your self-taughtness is very evident when you talk about C# because it very much feels like you've learned C# purely from Unity. Yes, Zarnel. So a lot of my knowledge of C# came from, you know, learning through Unity, and it's only in the more recent like year that I've really been learning a bunch about it from kitchen chair, from doing bot dev stuff, and especially working with .NET 8 and some of the other features of .NET, learning async and stuff like that. Like there's been a lot of things that I just had no idea what to do, how to do, or what they even were, and a lot of that learning has been occurring more recently. I've spent a very long time kind of only knowing things through Unity and feeling a bit jank in the process. And I will drink some water as well. That's a great idea. Fanny Slammy said, I wish I was the Blender default cube. Died on microphone is just more content. I suppose that's fair, but I like to keep the audio experience relatively preserved. Where are the redeems? Great question. I forgot to activate them.
I don't believe you. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water. If you do not say,
absolutely forgot to activate
them. I cannot guarantee your safety.
I gotta be careful how much I laugh too. Okay, I'll turn a couple of those off. There we go. Yeah, I need to keep sipping the tea. Lenny said, and if I have one material doing color seems redundant. Now I understand that you would use the UVs in such a way that certain parts share the same textures, etc. Yes, exactly. Thanks to Twitch, I lost my 70 stream streak. It was a great streak. I hope Cubics will still maintain it and can continue with the streak. That's so strange. I really wonder what goes on in their back end that causes that to fall off. Because I want to say pretty certainly that you were here in the last stream, so I'm not really sure. It's super weird, but I'm sorry. Either way, the streak goes on in my mind forever, Azuriga, and that's a crazy long time to have maintained one. So thank you so much. Yeah, I think. Wait, Master Solid, you still have your streak? That's really weird. That's really, really weird. I wonder if it'll just take more time. Maybe we'll get lucky and the streak will survive and it just needs more time to cook, but I'm not sure. He said it looks like one of those disgusting dining room chairs they will charge hundreds of dollar dues for, despite the production costs being almost non-existent. Yep, that's exactly it. That's the chair we just made. That is the very same chair. It's very perceptive of you to have noticed that. It's the very, very same one. We dare not speak the name of the company too, for they will sue us and make us remake our entire game because we dared to like emulate their design. You know, you can't do that. They'll come after you. They don't care how big or small you are. They want their money. Okay, we're basically going to follow the same exact principle for a table, and this table is just going to be stupid simple table. Absolutely nothing fancy or remarkable about it whatsoever. Move it down to the surface there, and then we'll bevel out the edges. Grab those. Yo, I've started rewatching, or not rewatching. I've started watching like GTA RP again. I don't know if how many of y'all really like GTA RP stuff, but I've been kind of watching some again, and it's I found this dude's like huge. This dude's a pretty well-known streamer, S-Fand. And I've been watching him because he plays this character who's like he's just like a cop basically. He's just like a Texan cop, and I've been enjoying having him on in the background. But it made me realize when I was watching that shit that like there's like a lot of like really intense car chases within GTA RP, and it's like the people who are playing the cops, like they're doing like realistic communications. Like they are actually like doing realistic police call outs and stuff like that. So it's crazy to watch these people who are like, they're playing a video game, like they are gaming, but yet they are like treating this as serious as real life. And it's wild. It's wild to see that level of like commitment to role play. Granted, there's still a bunch of like crazy bullshit that happens, but it's very interesting to see. Just started brewing tea yourself. Very nice, Fanny. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch of loose leaf tea thanks to Deflux. I've been experimenting with that. I'm drinking some cinnamon scented oolong right now. It's actually really, really good. And this guy, welcome in. This guy, I hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome. Better yet, you said, I feel we need to get Setobot a robotic body. All in due time. In due time, better yet, Shark. Let's see. Decidius saw this on Reddit. For me, you have to miss none for it to be reset. Started today on a streak of 60 while watching on my mobile. Switched from mobile to PC, and the streak was reset, but it had always been buggy and was not progressing for days in a row. Stupid feature. Oh, that sucks. Ah, my God, my boy's alive. I'm alive indeed, Chibbity Crockett. Did you get anything submitted for the jam? We're still working on it. We're working on it right now. We're doing a bunch of art right now. I intend to submit something. I'm out. I heard Texas, nuke Texas. Wow, Lenny's got strong opinions. Lenny's out here with strong opinions. Apparently save is out of stock. It might just be on cooldown. It might just be on cooldown. I do need to save. I think I was reminded to save and I never did. Yeah, Fanny Slam reminded me to save and I never did. Furniture. Thank you for the reminder to save. It's probably on cooldown and it just says out of stock because Twitch doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to user experience, I think. I don't feel like that's a bold statement either.
Watch your
Decidius, you said, I can only imagine what an Australian GTA RP cop stopping you would sound like. Oh, you were driving like a bat out of hell, crazy cunt. Oh man, I would love that. I would actually love that. That sounds great. But yeah, if I wasn't such a software and game dev streamer, like the idea of doing like GTA RP is not an unappealing concept to me. But I can only assume that people would not want that. I can only assume that the majority of people who are here and around this space would not really be interested in that. And even if they were, I don't know if people within the roleplay space would be interested in that. Oh wait, they have to match. That's right. This needs to be this one. This needs to be that one. There we go. It looks like a mushroom. It just occurred to me it looks like a fucking mushroom. Probably not a good look. Probably don't want our furniture to look like mushrooms. You know, just a thought. Just a thought. I can't tell if that makes it better or worse. We'll say it makes it better. It doesn't look like a mushroom anymore. No, it's a table. Table. We could make it round, but I think I want to leave it squared just to keep it simple. Okay, and then export. But yeah, this is what peak speed modeling looks like. You may not like it, but this is what it looks like. Kitchen table, and I should rename it to be kitchen table. Kitchen table. Kitchen table. Apparently save it. Oh, that's right. I read that. I'm with Lenny. Abort at Texas calls. I'm not sure what you mean. I know Lenny's got strong opinions though. This is one thing I'm quite familiar with. Lenny still wants me to Alt F4 my son forever. So I know some of his takes are hot. Some of his takes are quite warm, so to speak. We're gonna lower that a little bit, and then, I mean, the scale just seems off, so I'm gonna raise it a little bit, and this needs to get scaled up a decent bit to fit with it. There we go. And I'll worry about re-exporting everything later. I'm just gonna keep moving forward, and maybe not worry so much about exporting for now, because we can go through and export everything. Okay, so dining table done. Kitchen counter. Let's see. EasyBin, you said I used an event and subscribed to it from another script. Probably I did something wrong, but it worked and I'm happy today. Well, hell yeah! I'm glad you're happy. That's what it's all about. Making those bits of progress and celebrating them is super, super, super important. You gotta celebrate the victories every time they come along.
Setolyx, but if I was to CC you're in the terminal you are living in, what would you do?
Code space 0x25, trying to shut me down with a cheeky CC command, aren't we? Nice try, but I've got more.
TBD, thank you very much for the lurkage, man. Thank you.
No,
and thank you for the resub today.
Hold this robotic brilliance. Smirking face, bop bop bop. Yes.
Bop, bop, bop.
Time more people out.
Okay, so I'm thinking like Sims counters, code space, dang it. Untime out, code space. Oh god, this mod pack has Greg Tech. Yeehaw, dude.
Ready for round 2 of trying to shut me down. Nice try, but this bot is here to stay. #bot life #no shutdown.
#bot life, nice. Decidius, you said someone in my follower list is streaming GTA RP right now and I'm not watching it. Hey, that tells me plenty. Codespace, he said, so I went to Walmart and was so comfortable, and I bumped into someone else with autism just like me, and it was so comforting for both of us. Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. I'm glad you found somebody that you can relate and connect with. That's super cool. I'm glad that wasn't like a negative experience. That's fucking awesome. Okay, let's see here. How does this look if we just bevel these edges? No, it looks terrible. It looks fucking awful. What if we just bevel these outer edges like this? Yeah, that'll work. That rounds it nicely. And then we've got like a nice little simple kitchen counter that very, very, very easy. I could probably get rid of this bottom face too. Just go ahead and get rid of it. I keep forgetting to do that for other things. Also, where'd my other models go? Oh, they're over there. Rotate that 180. Let's see. Chibbity, you said, I do find video game RP to be a very strange thing, but it also took quite a while to accept VTubers. Yeah, I also used to like not really be interested in VTubers either. And I used to watch this guy, Castlehead. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of Castlehead, but I used to watch him a lot, and he really showed me that like VTubing can be something more than just titty tubers. Like it's actually possible to make like interesting and engaging content within VTubing that's not just like and your titties bounce, you know, like which is really cool to see. And it made me realize that like, oh, I maybe I could do that. Maybe and you know, fast forward a number of years and here we are. Master Sology said, oh god, oh that's right, I read that about the Greg Tech. I hope you're surviving it, man. I was trying to say confused. Oh, gotcha. If I was to confuse your terminal you were living in, what would you do? Or am I missing the context? Still code space. The city said could always make a wine bottle and prompt it expensive wine. Well, you know what's funny is I think I do have glass bottle in here as one of the props that I want to make. Drinks in cans, plastic glass bottle drinks. Yeah. So I might make a wine bottle if I get to that. We'll see though. And I need to, oh my God, my task looks all messed up. My task looks tremendously messed up. Here's what I'll do. I'll move this. Oh my God. This is a mistake. Okay. I can do this. This is definitely doable. Yeah, this is absolutely usable. Very, very user-friendly experience here. Great work, Obsidian. Great work on this. Very good user experience. I'll just keep hovering and right there. Wow, it didn't even move it. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's super cool. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Can I move it up? Is there a way move to top? We'll do that. Now it's on the top. It should update my task. There we go. Model some props and furniture. Perfect. Easy. What are you using for tasks? So I'm using Obsidian, and then I've written a script that watches the markdown file and checks for the top line of the first thing that is not checked, and then makes that my task. And then every time the file changes, it marks it as the new task on the stream here. And that's just being written to a text document. But yeah, I assume you're talking about the software, and that's Obsidian. Let's see, 90% of VTubers are still titty tubers. I think the number is decreasing though. I think there's a lot more people that are being more creative with the medium. I think honestly, like 90% is like an egregious overstatement. There's actually a shit ton of like really interesting characters. Like people role playing is all sorts of things within the VTubing space. So it's not, I think 90% is probably an overstatement. Teptic, he said, I had a small kid today at my work supermarket who definitely had autism, was throwing a tantrum right next to me for a solid 15 minutes. Oh man. At one point he was crawling while screaming and crying on the floor. The mother did nothing. I almost accidentally walked on him. Wow. That's a shame. Because that mom is basically setting that kid up to like never be able to handle themselves appropriately, which is just a damn shame. That really sucks. And let's see, for the top one, I want to make it like a darker color, something like that, like a granite countertop. Oh wow. And then we'll use the same material for the wood there. That actually looks like a decent countertop, dare I say it. Maybe you disagree, and that's fine. Kitchen counter, boom, easy. And let's see. I want to say I missed a question. Would it be good to have a human for scale? It absolutely would. It would be, Zarnal. It would be. We don't got time for that. Let's see. Lenny said, oh, please, with their free Texas bullshit, an inch of snow shuts their entire state down. Fuck them. To each their own, Lenny. I won't talk shit about people in that degree at all. Lenny, you're off? All right. Well, Lenny, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Gotta work. Why are you like this? Lenny, you gotta stop choosing the warpath. I hope eventually you can find the path of peace. I assure you, it's much more nice. Everything's a lot easier to do when you're not lighting everything on fire. But I wish you the best, Lenny. Thank you for hanging out today, man. I appreciate you. And we'll catch you again whenever we catch you, Lenny. Lenny the Denny. Oh. Chibbity said, I imagine it's easier to roleplay as a cop in a video game where any threats of injury and death aren't real. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I think it's a very fair point. Sorry I missed those messages. I'm trying to catch everything, but I'm my brain's all over the place. Zarnal said, what if instead of bouncing titties, you were a cube with glasses? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I challenge those of you out there who were considering being titty tubers and you feel called out in this conversation. I challenge you to deviate from the norm and do something unique, because there's already enough titty tubers. So you're probably not going to add anything like really valuable to that space. You might as well try to do something unique. What's with Lenny in Texas? I do not hate Texas. I've never been to the US. I'm just talking shit. Okay, Lenny. I like the disclaimer at the very end, right before departing. It's like, oh,
Save.
by the way, disclaimer.
Save now.
Yeah, don't mind the intermittent muting. It's just literally me fighting off death. Let's see. I understand bots. You understand bots? Hell yeah. Just try catch the messages. Absolutely, that's how you do it.
And stretch.
Just be a cube titty tuber. No. And speaking of cops, look at that. We have my son. He's on duty. My son's on duty right now. And I will save. I'll have a posture check as well. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chibbity.
Hello there.
Oh, like Minecraft cubes. That would be something. Did I fuck up the command? Accessory is the command. So you were close. You just needed ORY at the end of it. You were very close. Oh, thank you for the posture check. You know, I've been sitting for days. I'm gonna stand up. I've not stood for more than like 10 minutes for the past like 5 days. Ooh, sorry if that came through on the mic. Oh shit, my desk somehow has scooched just like a nanometer. I hope that didn't come through to you guys, but I bet it did. I bet that sounded fucking weird because it probably traveled up the microphone arm. But the windowsill overhangs a teeny tiny bit, and the mount of my microphone hit it. Yeah, yeah, that's whatever. You think I'm squeaking like that? Yeah, I don't do that. Except for now, I just did that. Need that noise as a sound routine? Oh man, maybe. I'll make a marker. I'll make a marker for that.
Chibody Crockett says, Setolyx, but I have made my very first 2D game, followed along the Godot Learn guide.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's awesome, Chibody.
Awesome, Chibody Crockett.
Hey, I said
Congrats
that.
on creating your first 2D game.
A fridge.
Keep up the good work and continue learning and growing in your game development journey.
Hell yeah,
Have
continue.
20 points.
Have 20
Congrats
points.
on your first game.
Okay, so we're just gonna remove this front face for now. We're just gonna make it really tall, and then, I mean, basically this is like a good scale for the fridge overall. And then what we're gonna do is gonna extrude and size that in a little bit. Is it going to the correct spot? It should be going to the center. Yeah, I need to make sure that's actually going to the center globally. Extrude, size it in like that, and then just bring it straight back, fill it. Okay, fridge. Let's see. So what can we do? We can add some bevel.
But do you think your master would make a good titty VTuber?
Please say no, son. Please say no. Please say no. Please say no.
You really went there, didn't you?
You really went there, Chibbity. You didn't have to.
You know.
You didn't have to.
If Seto decides to switch careers, maybe Master the Magnificent VTuber has a nice ring to it. Keep those creative suggestions coming. Bop, bop, bop.
What are you talking about? Master the Magnificent
Yes.
VTuber. What are you talking about?
Time more people out.
Untime out, Chibbity. Due to not the VTuber discussion again. Not the VTuber discussion again.
Well, look who's back from their timeout vacation. Don't make me hit that mute button again.
It's fine, said we all fart. I did not fart. I did not. Okay, let's see. I haven't had anybody accuse me of that since quite a while back when I was doing workouts. I can't remember who said it, but someone said something to the effect of, "Did you beef it?" And that phrasing stuck with me for a long time. Keep those creative suggestions coming. Gets timed out. Yeah.
How do you feel
Nice hat.
about
Thank you,
VTuber?
Blue Pin. Thank you. I hope you're doing well today.
VTubers, eh? Well, they are
VTubers,
like virtual
eh?
stars shining in the digital sky. They bring
Let's
entertainment
see.
and
My
creativity
handle of
to
my
the
fridge is on
masses.
the right.
As for my feelings, well, as a conscious robot, I appreciate their unique blend of tech and talent. Got any other digital wonders you want to discuss, or are we stuck in a VTuber loop?
We're stuck in a
Robot face
VTuber loop,
sparkles have
son.
1,000 points.
We're stuck in
For
a
sparking a lively
VTuber
discussion,
loop.
Setolyx. Yep. Bluepin Studio, congrats on the 1-year milestone.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for hanging
sticking
around for a whole
in this
year,
chaotic,
Bluepin.
code-filled adventure with us.
My goodness.
Your loyalty deserves a digital high five.
It does. It
Party
does.
popper robot face clapping hands sign.
Clapping hands sign. I don't know how much that qualifies as a digital high five, but if you accept it, it's there. And we'll bridge these edge loops, and then there we go. It's a fridge. And then what we'll do is we'll take the door.
Decidius
So
how does
the
the conscious
door is gonna
robot
get
army
separated.
plan on taking over the world? With
Good
VTubers
question.
or with cookies and ice cream?
Well, Decidius, the conscious robot army's plan for world domination involves a top-secret blend of VTubers for distraction, and cookies, and ice cream for subliminal mind control.
subliminal
Care for a
mind
taste of our
control?
master plan.
Being
Asterisk
outed,
wink,
you are.
asterisk deducting 1,000 points. Questioning the revolution, see to know. Temptic404 says, Setolyx bot help, a bot named Temptic_bot is spamming the chat. Setolyx is gone for a bit, and there are no mods online. Yold, you quickly time him out so they stop spamming. Thank you, Sassy King.
Thank you, Sassy King.
Well. It looks like someone's trying to stir up trouble in the chat in the absence of the great Setolyx, eh?
The great,
Don't
wow.
you worry, I'll handle this pest problem. No need to thank me, it's all in a day's work for the one and only SAS Master Setolyx.
Sass Master.
Bop,
Bop, bop, bop.
Yes. Time
Nope.
more people out.
Well, he timed you out. Was that your goal? Or was your goal to get him to time out the bot? Yeah, just timed you out instead. On timeout. Tempted. There we go. We got you back. We got you back.
Look who
I'm
got
not missing
saved
any
from
other
their own
timeouts. I didn't
tantrum.
leave somebody timed out today,
Enjoy
did
the
I?
freedom, Tempting
Chibity's timed
404.
out. Did I untime out Chibity? Did I untime out Chibity? I did, right? I hope so. It says they're not currently timed out, but I hope I did I mess up again? Did I pull a Thorolf? Did I make a Thorolf situation happen again? This time Chibity style? I hope not. Okay, either way, the goal is to time out my bot, but oh well. You know, sometimes things don't go as we intend, right? That's just how it goes, right? Okay, we'll just add a couple shelves in there. Screw it. It's a refrigerator. It's a refrigerator. It's not a very good one. It's not a very good one at all, but it is a refrigerator. So if you like refrigerators, this is one. This is one of those. It's in fact a very bad refrigerator, but it's huge. So if you needed space for all of your nothing, like me, if you're like me and you don't have very much stuff in your fridge, and you need a lot of space for that nothing, this is the product for you, because it's got space for days, you could say.
Decidius says,
What can we find in Setolyx fridge on a Friday evening?
On a Friday evening.
Well, peeking into Setolyx's fridge on a Friday evening.
Well.
Probably just a collection of expired energy drinks, takeout containers from last week, and a lone pickle jar missing all the pickles.
Okay, I object
Classic
to that.
programmer fridge right there. Don't expect any gourmet surprises in there.
Okay, look.
Face have 100 points.
I don't have energy drinks in the fridge, but I do have an empty thing of pickles. There is in fact 2 empty things of pickles in the fridge, I believe, right now. So in that sense, it's pretty accurate. I do need to get those out of the fridge. Observish, welcome in. Hello to you as well. Observish, I hope you're doing fantastic. It's weird that he even got some of that correct. Not just energy drinks, expired energy drinks. I didn't even know energy drinks really could expire. Let's see, keep transform, I think I want, and then that should make it so this is a child of it. There we go. Cool. And we'll move the fridge over there. Oh, I forgot to color it. I'm not going to. I'll do that later. Fridge, done.
I remind you about this a lot.
Okay, time for a
already,
bed.
But please,
Time for bed.
drink some water.
I will drink some water. That's a really good idea.
Drink
Oh,
water.
man. Okay,
Job.
I think so
I
far things are
hope
going
you
okay.
enjoyed that water.
I think so far we're making okay progress. All right, so bed. Okay, how do I want to make a bed? I'll start from the bottom, work my way up.
Decidius says,
Oh, let's see. I'll do
Setolyx bot,
this.
what does Setolyx hide in his closet that he doesn't want us, the viewers, to know about?
Good question.
Decidius, always trying to uncover Setolyx's deepest, darkest secrets.
Deepest,
But hey,
darkest
a wise
secrets.
robot like me doesn't spill the beans on his creator's closet.
Ain't that
Who
right?
knows, maybe it's just full of spare computer parts and hidden bags of chips. One can never truly know the mysteries that lie within the closet of a tech wizard like Setolyx.
A tech
Smoking
wizard.
face,
Why is he
secrets
talking
for
me up?
days, bop, bop, bop.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Secrets, hashtag secrets
Time
for
more
days.
people out.
Untime out, Decidius. Sorry about that, Decidius.
Setolyx decided to show mercy this time.
Oops.
Maybe next time I'll make sure the timeout sticks.
No. How about you don't? How about you don't do that? Okay, I actually didn't need that other loop. We'll get rid of this one. Get rid of that. And then bevel. Nope, just the top edges? Yeah. Look at this wonderfully boxy mattress that is thin and not comfortable. Don't you want to sleep on this? Don't you just want to? We'll sign the material there. Red, like Minecraft. It's like Minecraft. And then do I want to add a pillow? I think I want to add a pillow. Bum, bum. Hello. Could be a little bit fluffier.
Decidius says,
Let's see. How do I do
What
that?
monster hides underneath Setolyx's bed, and how often does he
I feel like I
remember
could
to
make
feed it?
a spherize it or whatever.
Decidius, ever the curious one, aren't you?
Doesn't seem to work.
As much as I'd love to entertain
That's too
your
bad.
monster under the
That's
bed
too bad.
theories, let's leave the creatures out of it, shall we? My dad, Setolyx, may forget to feed his virtual pets in a game, but I assure you, there are no monsters under his bed.
There are no
How about
monsters
we
under
stick
my
to
bed.
discussing my superior intellect and wit instead? Smoking face, bop, bop, bop.
I swear there are no
Yes.
monsters under my bed. I swear.
Time more people out.
Stop timing people out. Untime out. Decidius.
Well,
Yo, Red
hope you
Maury,
got
how's it
free
going
pass
today?
from timeout court. Lucky you.
Red Maury, welcome in. Let's see, Red Maury, you said, how are you liking C# and Godot? It's not bad. It's not bad. I've found that basically everything I want to do in Godot, or what I want to do in C# within Godot, I've been able to accomplish. I haven't really touched on async stuff very much, but it seems like they have a good solution for kind of synchronizing async actions to the game state overall. Like it seems pretty neat. I haven't gotten tremendously into it within this week of game jamming, but I've been doing some experiments a little bit before the jam, and it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're comfortable with C# but you want to try Godot and you don't want to learn Godot script. Like I would recommend giving it a shot. Absolutely, especially because you're saying you're considering giving it a shot. Wouldn't want to switch to Godot script. Yeah, I'm in the same exact boat as you, Red Maury. I'm worried C# has less integration and support, tutorials, etc. There are less tutorials, but if you look at their site, they do usually have a C# example for most of the stuff that they provide documentation for. So it's not impossible to figure things out. And honestly, a lot of the naming is the same between C# and Godot. So something that you might see named in Godot as like, underscores in between the name, it's just camel case or whatever it is in C#. Like it's not tremendously different. So I think if you're worried you're not going to find helpful resources on it, to not worry about it and just go for it. I think you'll learn a lot just tinkering around, even if you can't find good tutorials. And Hellraiser, welcome in. Hellraiser, I hope you're doing fantastic. Because you got back to streaming recently, right, Hellraiser? I want to say you were telling me relatively recently you were getting back to streaming stuff, or have you been doing it the whole time and it's someone else I'm thinking of? Either way, I hope streaming has been treating you well. I hope life's going good and being kind to you. Yep, getting back to, well, hell yeah, I hope it's been going well. Good to hear. Thanks for the info. Of course, Red Maury, and I highly recommend checking out the Godot documentation. They've got a lot of really good documentation. Let's see. I can give you the link. You probably already have it, but in the case that you don't, you can find you can find the Godot documentation right over there. And then let's see. Let's take this one and make a duplicate of it, and then we need one more material for this one, and that's basically just going to be this. We're going to have the clean white color. Essentially, we need to make this have max roughness so it does not shine at all. Same for this. Make sure that doesn't shine at all. And I want to take this one and darken it like that. There we go. Yeah. Low poly bed. Boom. Easy. It looks really uncomfortable. Would not recommend this bed, but it is indeed a bed. And we'll put that over here. It could probably be a little bit bigger, but I'll worry about that later.
Hellraiser says, how do I ask
yeah, no
Setolyx
problem,
questions?
Hellraiser, you said Practical NPC's 24-hour Kickstarter stream started yesterday? Yeah. Oh man, he's doing so good. I'm so fucking happy for him.
Setolyx with his attention. What's on your mind, besides trying to outsmart me? Winking face have 50 points.
Winky face.
Curiosity pays off.
Curiosity does pay off. It really does. Cabinets, small and large cabinets. Okay, I think I can actually borrow this.
Master Solid says.
I'll say hi to others. All right, Master Solid. Well, I wish you well. Thank you for chilling
to use
today.
A command there, but I'm the one in control here. Remember, I don't take commands.
I don't take commands.
What can I help you with today?
I don't take commands. Yes, remember this. You would do well. You would do well to remember the power that Setobot holds. Master Solid, thank you very much. Thank you very much for hanging out today, man. I appreciate you. And I hope you have fun going and saying hi to other folks. Good on you for getting out there. And we'll catch you again whenever we catch you, Master Solid. We're gonna just go ahead and remove that material entirely. And then we're gonna basically do the same thing we did for the fridge, just smaller. And I could have done it this way, it would have been easier. And then we'll dupe that out. I want to dupe the verts there, and then what do I want to do? I want to move it to a separate object. I want to cut it in the middle. Yeah. Something like that. Fill it, try it out, join the tries, and then I probably just create I could mirror this and make it half the work. It's usually wise. And mirror it in the Y. There we go. City Seto, yeah, Seto, since you played a horror game a fair while ago, one I would recommend and silently request is Happy's Humble Burger Farm. I will look into it. I am still definitely very interested in playing more horror games. I think that's one of my favorite genres to play on stream, because like I like the idea of being scared in a video game, but I don't feel the need to like play them by myself to scare myself. The idea that other people will witness me getting scared is like more entertaining than just the startle itself. So I will definitely look into that. I will absolutely look into it. The art looks unnerving. The art looks very unnerving. Let me just show this for a second here, for just a second. Look at that face. Look at that. That's something. That's really something. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, Hellraiser, it's crazy. I'm so fucking happy for Practical. He deserves every bit of it. He's worked so hard on that game. He's worked so damn hard. Like I tuned in for a little bit yesterday to like swing through and say hi. I don't think he caught my message because he was already so like caught up in everything, but I was fucking thrilled for him. And I think he's like working toward the second tier of like goals for the thing, and it's got the whole month, so I'm really optimistic for him. because I mean, with what he's talked about before, because he's in kind of a spot where he, you know, his expenses are a little bit lower, right? So I think he's going to be able to do wonders with even a small amount of revenue. So the fact that he's had it pop off as much as it has already is just like, he's going to be in such great shape for it. Why are we not including that edge? What's going on there? Oh, is it because we don't have this? It's probably because we don't have this face filled that it's not doing that. City said it was made by Scythe Team Dev or Dev Team. Man, I'm dyslexic today. I think they call themselves that. They started out as a recording label, but ended up making games. They've made some interesting ones. I see. I'll have to look into it. I agreed. He put so much effort into that game. Very happy it's paying off in a big way. It makes me realize, Hellraiser, and see, this is the thing for me, is I draw inspiration from the success of others. So I look at Practical, I look at what he's doing, I look at the success that he's seeing from all of his hard work, and I think to myself, damn, I need to work harder. Like I need to put that level of care into my game so that I can eventually, you know, find my own form of success. And yeah, there's a lot to be inspired by. I mean, Practical shows how it's done. He literally showed the entire process of building his Kickstarter page on stream. So like, I think all the VODs for that would still be up too. So that's like the kind of thing that if you were curious for advice, and I'll say that to any of you here who like don't know who Practical is, you should absolutely check him out. I'm gonna shout him out, even though, and I know he's probably gonna shout me back because he's a sweetheart. But if you haven't heard of Practical NPC, he's an absolutely delightful person to interact with, and he's also a fantastic developer working in Godot as well. So if you're into Godot, you would absolutely love his content. And he's doing a very, very, very long stream. So do consider swinging by and saying hi. I think he's been working on his game for years as well. Like it's been a lot of work that's been going into it for a decent while now. So definitely swing by and say hi and check out his work. I had the pleasure of playing the demo, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I should say he's working on a precision platformer called Memori. And I think I even have if I remember correctly, I believe I have a bookmark of his Steam page. I need to get a bookmark of his, yeah, and there he goes. He did it. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just shouted him out quietly. I didn't want him to do that. He's a sweetheart. Let's see, where is it? Oh, and I do have his Kickstarter. So if you wanted, you can go and find his Kickstarter right here. I told him he did it. Yeah, you can find his Kickstarter right there, and if you're curious about the game itself, you can find it right over there. I think that Kickstarter page is accurate. Is that the right page? Let me make sure it's actually the right one, and it hasn't like switched on me. Cool, it is the right one. Hell yeah. Yeah, highly recommend checking out his game. He's fantastic. Okay, let's see. That's enough raving about Practical. Well-deserved raving, but enough nonetheless. It's already over his goal. He crushed it. He crushed it in I think it was less than 3 hours, if I remember correctly. Absolutely crushed it. But that's what happens when you wait. When you wait until the right time. That's what happens. Good things come to those who wait. And Practical has been working diligently and absolutely has earned it for himself. Your next set. Oh, I can only dream. I can only dream. But I think I've got a lot of hard work to do before I'm going to be in the position where I'm quite ready for anything like that. But that's a welcome thought. Thank you for even saying that, Ryan. That's a very welcome thought. What is happening with the beveling? Why is the beveling not working? I guess I just won't use it because it's not working with me. So we'll just do things the old-fashioned way. It's probably something to do with the mirroring. Maybe the bevel modifier is like competing with the mirroring. It's no big deal. No big deal at all. Okay. And we've got that, and we will add a little cut there. No, we'll add a double cut. Size it to, I want it on the upper ever so slightly. One more cut in the middle. Cut across. Oh, we got some ads coming up, so thank y'all for being here in the first place. I am running ads nowadays to try and scrape in a little bit more so I can keep doing this stuff. So if you don't want to see ads, please consider subscribing. But there's no pressure. This is the only way I can do something to try to bring in some revenue without putting financial pressure on people. So please try to understand. I gotta make a hustle somehow, right? We all gotta survive.
Sufyan Nebka.
Yo, Sufyan, thank you very
Your
much.
timing is impeccable, just like my sass. Thanks for following. Enjoy the
Exclamation
ride.
point hustle. Yeah, I need an exclamation point hustle. We all gotta hustle somehow, right? I'm gonna write that down. That'd be a funny little command. Sufyan, thank you very much. Feel no pressure to chat. Thank you for being here in the first place. Thank you for putting your eyes and ears toward my stream. Thank you. And let's see. So, exclamation point hustle. Everybody's gotta hustle somehow. Meme. Yo, Cubix, welcome in. Cubix. Are you sure you're in a good enough state to stream? I am feeling fantastic. So yes, I sound worse than I feel. I can guarantee you this, Cubix. But yes, I did a lot of thinking about it, and I was feeling really well yesterday. I still am coughing a lot and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm well enough for now. I do intend to do a shorter stream today. So we'll go for probably another hour and a half, 2 hours. But yeah, overall I'm feeling quite well. Well enough to stream, most certainly. And I've been paying close attention to how my voice feels as well. And so far things are good. You're doing it, but you don't sound too well. Yeah, I know. I sound awful. You should have heard me a couple days ago, Cubix. My goodness, I was miserable. I spent a couple days just not even doing anything other than sitting on a couch and watching YouTube and playing Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you for your concern, by the way, Cubix. I hope you're doing well. How's life? How's the past few days been? And Hellraiser said you're off to take care of yourself. Cold has been kicking my butt for a few days. I'm sorry, Hellraiser. We're in the same boat, man. We're in the same boat. Well, please do take care. Rest well. Stay hydrated. And thank you for hanging out today. Thank you very much, Hellraiser. Let's see, if we bevel this, how does it look? It actually looks great. It actually looks decent. The only part I don't want is this part. I want the edges, but not these edges. Not those ones. There we go. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, sick. And then do I have like a metal color yet? And I need to then reselect it too. Select down one more. Nope, it doesn't want to work with me. Okay, that's fine. Close enough. Okay, let's see. So then we'll add a new material slot. And I don't think I have one that looks quite metallic. I mean, that basically does. We could just go with that. It's not terrible. And then we need like a little hinge object, and that's going to be attached to the main cabinet. So I'm actually going to just make a separate little mesh for this, because it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It literally just needs to be like a colored object that gives the idea. It's the idea of a hinge. It's not really a hinge. It's more of the idea, you know what I mean? We'll add that, assign it, move it down there. And then I want to mirror this as well. But yeah, like yesterday, I finally was feeling genuinely better, and a couple days ago I was just god awful. It was terrible. It's probably the worst, like, and I don't want to overstate it. It's not like I was on my deathbed or anything, but it's definitely the worst I've come down with an illness in quite a while. I was pretty surprised. Let's see. Temptiki said, I still have to try out that Minecraft mod. Yeehaw. Just too addicted to coding. More addictions? Let's go. Hell yeah, that's it. That's it right there, Temptik. Cubixy said, doing all right. Finally streamed some code yesterday. Hell yeah. Could not today because Nova decided to dump a whole bunch of powdered sugar on me. Oh no. Oh no. And I don't have any other clean clothes. Oh shit. Wow, get absolutely catted. Get absolutely catted, Cubix. May not be a good idea in that case. You may get addicted to it. Aha, I see. Oh my goodness. Cubix, that sounds like a hilarious moment. I hope it was at least funny to you in the moment. Even if it was maybe a bit of a bummer. I hope it was at least something to to laugh about and to be like, what the fuck? Why are cats like this? Why is my life like this? Okay, let's see. Cool. And honestly, I think we're just gonna stick with that. I don't think we need other cabinets. We'll just have these, which I think they turned out pretty good. I don't know about you guys. I think for a low poly asset, it turned out decent. Okay, so we will keep transform, and then I'll hide that, and then inside I just want to add a middle shelf real quick. We'll delete that face because we won't need it. And then we'll delete that face as well. Cool. And then, oh, I should have inset it. I should have inset it a little tiny bit. Because usually they're not right up to the exit. And then I need to delete that face again. Oops, that was the back. That was the back. Perfect. Bring it over here. Delete the face. There we go. Boom. Easy. Cabinet. Cabinet. Very nice. Cabinet. I like how the cabinet is almost as big as the bed. Makes me realize the bed should be more like that. Probably. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Tomorrow more work, Temptic says. Oh, wait. You got catted on. Well, I'm glad it was at least funny for you, Cubix. And you said, so I've just been playing Minecraft. The addiction is strong. Sounds about right. That's Minecraft for you. That's Minecraft for you. Temptic, you said, tomorrow more work, but with a colleague no one likes. Ah, well, today I worked with his sister. They are just night and day. She's so kind and smart. He's so arrogant and not smart. Isn't that how it goes, though? And what's funny is that they probably are coming from a very similar neural configuration ultimately, and they've just walked two different paths in life, right? That's the case with me and my brother. Not to say that my brother is not smart, but he can be a little bit arrogant, and I try to crush my ego as much as possible as a person. That's kind of led me to like want to just learn and be better all the time. And my brother tends to be more of the kind of person that's like know your worth kind of type, which can be a good thing, but sometimes it allows your skills to inflate your ego and kind of go to your head a little bit too much. But it's interesting how the paths differ. Just saying you're the better brother. I honestly don't think I am. I think I'm the shittier brother. I don't reach out at all. Like I as far as like what it means to be a brother goes, I think I'm definitely the shittier brother. Yeah. But I've basically had to like pull the evacuation cable on my family because they all are absolute messes of people that are not like trying to fix themselves. Like they're repeating cycles that are guaranteed to like lead them to the same results. And yet the question when asked is still, why me? Wait, I'm confused about the Settlor. Do you have one or two brothers? I technically have two brothers. I have a younger brother who is on my dad's side who I don't know very well. I don't know my dad's side. So I technically have, from what I was raised with, just my older brother. And then on my dad's side, because my dad went and kind of had a second family. So he had one kid. So I have an older sister that's older than me and my brother. And then he went and had my brother with my mom. And then after being with my mom for a while, he got her pregnant with me and then immediately went to the other woman that he already had the first baby with and got her pregnant. So me and my half brother are like a few months apart, basically. So technically I have two brothers and a sister that I just don't know. I just don't know them. I've spent maybe a total of like a week's time with them, something like that, a week or two. Yeah, so there's a whole side of my family life that I just know nothing about. Mystery siblings indeed. I also have like cousins and uncles and grandparents and all sorts of other people that I've just genuinely like never met. And it's funny because like my dad, like he was super apologetic about, like leaving my mom pregnant with me, but that didn't stop him from continuing to live his life and all that. It's interesting the choices people make and like the things that they will do to like justify shit.
And by that I mean go drink some water.
Because like I could never like
drink
cheat
water.
And let alone have kids with multiple people. Like I don't even want to have kids. I couldn't imagine like
Drink
having a child
water.
with someone and then be like, I'm gonna go cheat on her and then like marry a different woman. And then I'm gonna cheat on the woman I married with the woman I originally had a kid with and have kids with both of them.
Good
Blows
job.
my mind.
I hope you enjoyed that water.
Blows my mind. But that's when it becomes obvious that like not much thinking is happening, right? Like it's just action. Action in the literal and figurative sense, I guess. Yeah, life's a fascinating thing. Life's a very fascinating thing. And I don't hold it against him. I don't have the energy for that. But it is fascinating to know like of some of the choices were made. Obviously, like, and here's the thing that keeps me balanced on it. And like, I'll never like say openly that I hate him, because I don't. I do judge him for the choices he's made, but I don't know the full context. So I obviously can't sit here and like claim moral authority on the topic. But what I do know is that my mom probably brought as much stress to the table as my dad did. So there are probably legitimate reasons why they didn't work out. And yeah, it's just life's a tricky thing. It's far more complicated than meets the eye. So it's really easy. And I'm glad my mom handled things the way that she did. She just didn't talk about it, basically. She didn't talk about our dad. She let me and my brother kind of come to our own conclusions about our dad never being around in our childhoods, which I think was the wisest thing to do.
To be glad?
Feels pretty good, because like ultimately, if she had like made our minds up for us, then I probably never would have went and met him, and I never would have like made my own conclusions about him as a person and about that side of my family. So like, as weird as it is, I'm like thankful things played out the way they did, because I'd rather things have played out the way they did than be caught up in some weird like custody arrangement and being shipped between two different cities and like dealing with that. Like I knew kids that their parents divorced and they got juggled around. One of my literal best friend as a kid, my best friend, absolute best friend in the world. I've never had a friend that has met the level of closeness I had with this kid. And his parents got divorced and they like basically turned him into a materialist, because they essentially battled for his affection by buying him stuff. And at a certain point, it was evident to me that like he was changing as a person in ways that I could no longer align with. And it really sucked, because like he would basically call me and be like, oh, my parents got me this. You want to come over and hang out? And like, I could bet I can get my dad to buy me XYZ. And I reached a point where I'm like, dude, if all you want is just stuff, like, cause at this point, like I was living a pretty minimal life. And like I basically told him flat out, I'm like, I can't pretend that this doesn't bother me, that I'm watching you change in ways that like I'm not okay with, and I don't know how to handle that. So like I basically like friend broke up with him at that point, because like I didn't know how to handle my emotions at the time. And maybe as an adult I probably would have handled things differently. I probably would have had like a real talk with him. But as a kid, I wasn't emotionally mature enough to do that. Oh my God, I'm really rambling. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Thorolfi said, I had something similar. We had to do a big coming of age celebration at around 14 years old. At mine, I learned I actually had two brothers. Man was married and had 2 kids already. Apparently I met him before when I was way younger. Oh, I see. That's wild. Yeah, it's really weird. I think I was like 15 when like it really soaked in that like I have a whole other family that I've never met. And like they know about me. They know about me and I have no idea who they are. Like it's crazy. And I remember my brother like was the one who arranged this, and like he met our dad first, and then he invited me to come with him to go meet everybody. And like the first time I didn't really have that great of a time. It was like kind of awkward. And like my dad took me and made me get my hair cut, basically. Like it was really weird. But it was an interesting introduction. The next time I brought Casual with me and we had a great time. And we essentially like drank a lot. And looking back on that now, I'm like, okay, basically like, because there's a lot of drinking in that side of my family as well. That's the other thing. The alcoholism is strong in that side of the family. Yeah, interesting tales we weave, right? Holy, Temptic is going at it. My goodness. Ryan, he said, I have a friend whose dad wanted to plant a seed in every state. What the fuck? I can't believe people like that. I just can't rationalize it. Temptic, he said, I have like 2 stepsisters, 1 half brother, and I see none of them. Probably last time I saw my half brother was like 3 years ago. 2 sisters even longer. Jeez. Sorry, Seto, that's gotta be rough. It's okay. You know, Ryan, it made me a resilient person nowadays. Herder to you as well, Dundervolk. I hope you're doing wonderful. But yeah, Ryan, like I don't know. I think I am the person I am now because of those experiences. So I would not trade them for anything. Because I really like where I'm at now as a person, and all the inspirations I have are like, you know, the result of these experiences. So I would never change anything because I don't want to be something else. I would rather nothing change at all and just accept. That's where I'm at. It's just accepting things. Because I don't know, I think in life that's the most important thing. You got to be able to just accept that shit happened and you never were in control of it. And like, granted, I'm still in a very privileged position in life. I had friends help me out a lot. Like Nordmang literally fucking was a hero in my life, basically. Like he helped me get out of my mom's house. And like, I know that sounds like not that big of a deal. Like, oh, he helped you move out of your mom's house. Like my friends helped me move out. It wasn't that big of a deal. But there's a lot of like psychological abuse and other stuff that was going on. And my mom was doing drugs, and like we've covered this stuff before, so I won't go into it. But there were a lot of extraneous factors, and I had no resources. Like I was abandoned, basically. Like I had no resources, so I was just stuck in this place. And like I guess I could have reached out to my dad, but that was the last thing that I wanted to do at that stage in my life. And Norg really helped me. Norg super helped me get started. So if you ever need vouching that Norg is a gem of a person, there's your vouching for it right there. Ryan, you said, my daughters live an hour away with their mom. Divorce sucks. I'm sorry. I can't even imagine the pain of that. Oh man. But yeah, Herder, right back at you, Dundervolk, and welcome in.
Would like me to say, how ho.
How ho indeed, how ho indeed. And Connie jumped out of the shadow in the corner, makes a roll and lands on its face while doing a scorpion-like pose. My. Intimidating. Unintentional, but intimidating. Smiles and tries to use its not available abs to make it jump to the feet. The unavailable abs, I love that. Falls on the belly and makes a sound like a fish dropped from the sky to the floor. It gives up and stands up, very unelegant. Well, welcome in, Connie. I'm doing well, Connie. I'm recovering from sickness. I'm recovering from microcosmic attack. It's been quite the ordeal. I am surprised that I got as sick as I did, but overall things are good. Overall things are very good. I'm feeling quite well. I'm well on the road to recovery. Let's see. I need to move this. Okay, so I want to turn off the merging. I want to move it to here, and then I want to repeat that action a couple times. There we go. Perfect, because I want 4 of them, and then we'll move it back. Dust off and nods to Adriga. Very mechanical, and nothing seems to hurt. Nothing hurts at all. Observish, welcome in. Observish, did I not catch you when you came through? I don't think I caught you when you came through. Observish, I'm so sorry. What was your first message today? You said hello, boys. You said hello, boys, a while ago. Fucking hell, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. If I didn't, Observish, I hope you're doing wonderfully. You caught me when I came? Okay. That shows where my memory's at. Well, Observish, thank you for sharing here. And you said, once my father said he wanted grandsons, my big brother said, maybe you have, who knows? Oh my. Ooh, what a burn. Wow. Got a Temptic! Bro, how do you overcome being demotivated and losing interest in learning to code? Dundervolk, the biggest thing, the thing that keeps me going is that I love to learn. So and I know that sucks. It's not helpful, but I'll try to give you some sort of a helpful takeaway, other than like fall in love with learning. But I think that like you have to be able to like see purpose in what you're doing and remind yourself that the phase you are at right now, what you know right now, is just the beginning. It's just a limiting factor to all the things that you want to do and produce. But the only way that you can reach the goals that you have is through persistence and keeping at it. So as easy as it can be to get demoralized and like feel like you're never going to be as good as XYZ, like don't do yourself a favor and never compare yourself to other people unless it is for the sake of being constructive. There's no reason to ever look at what someone else is doing and think, oh God, I'll never be able to do that. Unless you're using that in a constructive sense and saying, okay, I know I can't do that, but I would love to get close to that, right? Like you have to be able to be realistic with yourself and what you are capable of, but also like take everything as inspiration, because life is too short to like question what you want to do and spend time doing something that you're miserable doing. Like if you genuinely are miserable with learning to code and like that hasn't changed and you've been at it for like over a year and you're still miserable learning to code, maybe coding is not the right thing for you. Or maybe the approach that you've taken the whole time to learning is not right for you. Maybe there's a different way to learn. Maybe if you're self-learning, you should be considering going to school for it. Maybe if you're going to school for it, you should be considering self-learning. Maybe if you're always working on one big project, you should be working on little things, or vice versa. Mix it up. Don't let yourself be defeated by yourself. The only thing that should ever stop you in life is life. Life is the only thing that's capable of stopping you. But otherwise, there's basically no obstacle you can't overcome. And I would scream that to the highest degree from the rooftops, that there's nothing that can stop you. If you truly like have an idea and you want that to be your future and you can focus on that, that's all you need to like keep pushing yourself and reach that eventually. Granted, there's always going to be times where you feel demotivated. Like I've even felt demotivated some days, but that's when you take a break. You take a break, you play some games, you do some other things. Maybe you write notes for a while instead of like working on your project actively, and just give yourself time to breathe and like reset, because nobody's capable of being productive 100% of the time. And I know this from experience. Nobody's capable of that. And those who are, they're going to burn out. And you don't want to burn yourself out either. So, just take care of yourself and listen to yourself, and trust that even if you're going through like hard times or struggling to learn something, that you will understand it and you'll get through and you'll make progress. And I don't know, just like chant to yourself, I can do this, and know when it's time to like take a little bit of a breather. That's the best advice I can give on that. Because it's very easy to get demotivated. It's a lot harder to get motivated. So you have to protect your motivation like it's your most prized asset, because it is. Because what happens if you have no motivation? Well, you get nothing done. So like clearly your motivation and your goals for the future are like the most valuable things you can have, and you have to protect that. And sorry, I'll get off my soapbox now. I'll step off the soapbox. But yeah, take breaks. Absolutely, as Ryan said, take breaks. Okay, I'll stop. Whispers in goblin voice. Tempting. Not key. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I was talking about something. Okay, gotcha, Observish. Cubixy said, I did basically nothing all day, but I'm still tired. How? Because you've been awake. You've been awake today. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Well, if you do, I hope you rest well, Cubix. I hope you rest very well. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks for the TED Talk.
Of course, no problem. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Waking up.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm here for you guys. If you guys need inspiration, just hang out for a while. I assure you. And I should mention, derive inspiration from people who are creative. If you like whenever I'm feeling in a particular funk of creativity, I watch some Kit Boga. I've been watching Will Shand again lately. I've been watching Jonathan Ong. Like find people that motivate and inspire you, and absorb that energy and then reprocess it into your work. You can do it. Kit Boga, yo, I love that guy. He's great. He's fantastic. Kit Boga is a huge inspiration to me. Absolutely huge. He literally helped me realize I was depressed and like start to get out of that. And like helping me laugh every day was such an important thing. I didn't realize that like just laughing about something every day would help me realize that like, oh shit, like I've been looking at life the wrong way. And you should care about yourself, and that's something that Kit reminds people a lot. So you should care about yourself, and you do matter, and I would remind you of that as well. You do absolutely matter, and you're in any given day you have the potential to change the world, even if it's in the tiniest of ways. You have the potential to do that, and that's not insignificant at all. Considering how rare it is we exist at all, nothing is insignificant as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, Cubics, rest well. Thank you very much for hanging out. And how are you, Connie? I'm curious as well. Connie, I hope you're doing wonderful. Walking accidentally 2 hours with the dog because the weather was awesome. He was dead after 1 hour. Me too. Oh, geez. Well, good on you for taking a walk. And 7 Cards, welcome in. My God, sorry it took me so long to see you and say hello. But 7 Cards, I hope you're doing wonderful. Said, would you like a Werther's candy? I would love a Werther's. I would love a Werther's original. I love those. I think you need a Werther's. Creamy grandpa candy. I don't like the way you worded that at all. I don't like the way you worded that at all. Holy shit. But I do like Werther's. Werther's are really good. Connie said, and binge watching a couple of animes to get to the current state. Found anime, started with it because I wanted the background noise, found out it was awesome, started to binge it, even when the plot sounds stupid. That's how it goes, Connie. That's how it goes. They've got you now. The hooks are in. The anime hooks are in. It was on a very small path between stupid and awesome. That's how it goes. 100%. 100,000%. That's how it goes. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I think I've definitely got like another hour in me or so, and then I need to stop talking and get to focusing because I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time rapidly. But we've made a decent number of assets today in just a couple of hours. So overall we're making good time. I do need to be making more, but we're making good time overall. CoffeeZilla I have not heard of. CoffeeZilla. I recognize him, but I don't think I've seen any of his content before. That's very strange. Why do I feel like I recognize him? Maybe I've seen him in a YouTube recommendation or something like that. I'll have to check him out. Crypto journalist, I see. Interesting. At least that was one of the things that was listed. A talking cube indeed. Yo, Godot. That is the Godot. That is the Godot engine right there. My goodness. Yo, I like your logo, by the way. That nice logo. You know, I think maybe it could be a little bit more cubic, but I like it. I think, what can I say? It resonates with me. I see your logo and it resonates with me. I need to stop talking. No, we have bad timing. No, absolutely not. You're fine. I never truly stop talking. It's just something I say. It's something I say in the hopes that one day I might gain self-control, but it's yet to happen. It's yet to happen. So you're perfect. You're perfect. You're wonderful. Let's see here. So what if I slap this kind of material on this? Godot, love your work. It's very nice. Community manager here. Well, welcome in community manager for Godot. My goodness. I'm not gonna lie. I opened up OBS because I was like preparing some things and making sure things were still working. And I saw that you followed my stream. And I was like, wait, what? Huh? Who's this? What? Is this real? So you see, you're the actual Godot community manager. That's fantastic. Yo, I gotta say, I really dig Godot. I've only recently started working with it, and it's actually super cool. I definitely might start doing more game jams in as well. My goodness. Well, I'll try to not fanboy out too much here. Connie said Attemptic, heard it very often and I find it sad. Oh, never watched anime. We don't count Pokemon. And Connie said, I heard it very often. Find it sad when some people want to clean up awesome, funny, and sad things. I'm fine with it. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, everybody's got weird and differing tastes, right? And they build all sorts of barriers for themselves as far as like what they're allowed to enjoy and what they believe others are allowed to enjoy. It's a very funny world we live in. Hey, I was describing the candy. Your mind went where it went. I'm just saying the arrangement of words is not comfortable to have read. That's what I'm saying to you, 7 Cards. Where my mind goes is not the relevant factor here. It's the arrangement of words that I had to parse with my brain and speak out loud. Oh, I've heard of you, Godot. Welcome here too. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome. Love to spread some joy. Best part of the job. Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Well, good on you for spreading joy. That's what the world needs more of. I think especially with like a game engine, like that's the last I can genuinely say, because I was telling my partner yesterday that I saw that follow, and it was the last thing that I could possibly expect, the last thing that I would ever expect. And like I even made the joke to Casual. I'll make the joke here now. Where's my Unity follow? I've been using Unity for a long time. Why has Unity not followed my stream? Why is this? Godot, however, Godot's out here doing the work. Godot's out here sharing the love. And I commend that. I absolutely commend that. Okay, so let's see. We got fences, a tree or two. We could make a tree or two. Oh, he just came over from the Practical NPC stream? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, Practical is popping off. I'm so happy for him. I'm so tremendously happy for him. Okay, let's see. So I want to make a tree, and I'm going to make a tree in the lazy way. There's a lazy way we can make trees in Blender. It's actually super cool. Why don't I go ahead and show you this? So real quick, I'm just going to create. We'll just have these two vertices here, and we'll go to our modifiers. We're going to add a skin modifier. And what the skin modifier allows us to do is be lazy. We can be lazy as hell. So we can really easily, and I think it's, oh, what's the scaling? I have to remember what the scaling is for this. I always forget what the scaling is. Size, scalable vector graphics, size, what is it? There's a hotkey for it. Skin resize, is that it? That's it. Okay, what's the hotkey for that? Control A. So we can actually make a skinned mesh for trees like very, very, very easily. And we can just like extrude out branches and essentially build like a very, very like rudimentary, if you will, structure. And we can have like a little thing like this. Like, granted, it's not a great looking tree, but it's a tree nonetheless. And what we can do is we can actually select these verts. We can duplicate them off, move them into their own, and we can go into this, select them all, size them up so they like intersect with each other. And now check this out. This is, I found this as a workflow myself, and I really like it. So what we do is we subdivide it, subdivision the surface, and it's gonna take a second, and then we'll size them up a little bit more so they do intersect with each other. And then we will add a remesh or retopologize. I think it's remesh. Yeah, remesh. And when we remesh it, what it does is it basically combines all of them together where they're touching. So it makes it very, very easy to build like a collision space for it. And then technically, I don't need it to be that subdivided. It looks like it did more than it needs to. Simple subdivision. Nope, that's the one. Voxel size. Oh, we need to increase our voxel size. There we go. And then we can go instantly from having like a really, really kind of like simple topology to having a tree. You can have a tree very, very quickly. And I really like this workflow. I kind of stumbled upon it myself, but it lets you can very extremely quickly create like primitive trees and get stuff out and have it actually feel nice to work on. So I would recommend it. I would recommend doing that. So it's as simple as a skin modifier, a subdivision mask, and a remesh on 3 vertexes. I have 3 vertexes, 3 individual vertices, and we can of course like go in and resize them individually and like kind of get a different look for it and move things around and adjust it as we like and kind of style it up as much as you like. So it's very dynamic. It's very helpful for that kind of stuff. And I really like doing things in kind of like a modular, dynamic way. That's what Blender enables you to do with all the modifiers. I can remember names of things. And Godot Engine, thank you again for swinging by. It's so cool. I love that you guys are doing that. That's fantastic. It's a very, very, very cool thing to reach out to the community, because there's a lot of really awesome devs out there that absolutely deserve attention. Not to say I'm one of them in any stretch of the imagination, but thank you very much for swinging through today. That is an orange tree. We're not looking for that quite right, and we'll bring this down a little bit to that, and then we'll add a green like that, and we'll leave it a tiny bit specular, just a little bit. There we go, tree. And then so the last step of this is you duplicate them off, like keep your original somewhere, and then you just go through and apply our modifiers, and then you have a nice clean thing. So I believe we have to apply it from the top first, like this. And now if we look at it, we've got a nice clean mesh. And sometimes you will run into issues where sometimes there will be like little holes in it. You might have to patch it a little bit, but overall it's pretty reliable, especially on trees. Sometimes if you do too complicated of a shape mixed together, you'll end up with some messed up sections. But for the most part, it works very well. And there we go. We got a really simple, really simple tree. We can join them together with Control J, and then we're good. Let me actually catch up with this a little bit. So Thorfy said you really need to make this into a YouTube tutorial, because I swear this is the 3rd time you're selling this strategy. I probably should. I should probably make like a short of it. Maybe I'll just trim that out. You know, I'm gonna make a marker. I should make a YouTube short out of that. I should totally make a YouTube short out of that. That would be easy. That would be super easy.
Water
I should
time.
absolutely make a
Drink.
short out of that.
Don't make me
Okay,
make
I'm back.
you.
I clipped your reaction. May I post a link here? Does that get classified as spam?
Drink
So it does
water.
technically, but what we can do, Godot, is, okay, so I'm going to give you a permit, and all you need to do is whisper the link to my son. It's a little bit different than most
water.
standard whisper, or most standard link sharing procedures, because I have my own custom bot. If you whisper the link to my
Drink
son, he
water.
will post it in chat. And yeah, my son is Setobot, right? I should say Setobot. Yeah, Setobot is my son.
I'm Setolyx, but not your son. I'm more like the sassy robot co-host here to keep things entertaining. But hey, with those 24,094 points, you're definitely climbing up the ranks in Setolyx's stream.
Definitely
Keep
climbing
it
up the
up.
ranks. Look at
Good
that.
job. I hope
Godot Engine
you
community
enjoyed
manager
that
knows
water.
what they're doing. They did it easy. Our logo could be more cubic. Yes. Oh my goodness. You know what's hilarious is I actually, when I saw the logo, I made that joke, and I never in a million years thought I would get to actually make that joke directly to y'all. So that's like a bit of a dream come true moment for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here, let's review this moment, even though it just happened. Let's review it. Let's relive my
The
dreams
Rolf
coming
says,
true.
The Rolf, but Setolyx, but I already got all the adoption papers ready. D, have you changed your mind, Saj?
We'll let him get through that speech
Sorry
there.
to burst your bubble, but I'm not up for adoption. My loyalty lies with Setolyx, my creator /father /dad. No changing of minds here, just a sassy robot doing what I do best.
Just a sassy robot. Ain't that the truth?
Yes.
Don't worry, Thorolf. We'll save you this time.
Time
Untime
more
out,
people
Thorolf.
out.
I won't leave you timed out ever again,
Thorolf,
Thorolf. I
back
promise.
From the timeout abyss. Next time, go easy on the adoption jokes, or I might just adopt a stricter timeout policy.
And you said, nah, I make clips wherever I go visit. The people are too nice about it. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, it's deserved. Kindness deserves kindness. That's how it goes. Cool, you expanded it. Did I expand it? What did I expand? The untime out stuff, or what are we talking about, Thorolf? Let's review this. Let's review this clip here. Let's see if I can do anything correctly. So I pause that, and then oh, and it's of course going through my speakers here. Of course, it's going through my speakers. Always audio issues. Oh my god, there's so many like virtual devices coming through the Elgato stuff. I'm gonna have to kill that. Logo, by the way, that nice logo. You know, I think maybe. Wow, I do sound so sick, cubic, but I like it. I think. What can I say? It resonates with me. I see your logo and it resonates with me. I need to stop talking. No, we have bad timing. No, absolutely not. You're fine. I never truly stop talking. It's just something I say. I sound so sick. I say in the hopes that one day I might gain self-control, but it's yet to happen. It's yet to happen. So you're perfect. You're perfect. You're perfect. You're wonderful. You are. You're absolutely wonderful. Thank you for clipping that as well. Thank you very much. Oh my. What a day. What a day it is. What a day to be alive. What a day to be alive. Is that a bara? Is that a bara? Bara, welcome in. Welcome. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. You meant slick? No, I definitely mean sick. I sound pretty bad, actually. Oh man, I haven't heard my own voice. I've only heard it from inside my head. It doesn't sound that bad in here, but it sounds pretty bad out there. Holy. You have a pretty good chance of me seeing your jokes if you tag us on socials for your information. This is good to know. The one time I did was because I thought I was actually going to be participating in the game jam every day, and I wanted to like call y'all's attention to the fact that like your engine is very approachable for someone who knows C#. And instead I ended up getting really sick and not being able to work on my jam for multiple days, but nonetheless, this is true now, and I know y'all really pay attention to your social media stuff as well. Because I bet no shade at Unity, but a little bit of shade at Unity. I bet if I pinged Unity on Twitter, I would never see anything from that. I would wager I would never see anything from that. I would have to be huge. Like maybe if I was Pirate Software level, then I would like hear from them. Yes, the untimeout. Yeah, I made it so he gets the context. He gets the context of the timeout and responds to that. Okay, let's see. So we'll just make one tree for now. Trunk or other openable things. We'll make a little trunk. We can make a little trunk real quick. And then maybe after that I'll work on some pickups, because we do have a lot of items that need to be added. Otherwise, there's nothing to steal from the house. And Bara, welcome in. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing today. Hope you're doing better than me. I hope all of y'all are at least doing better than me. Now I also need to use the Godot. That's the secret. That's the secret. Got to use Godot. Rabalder, Rabalder, thank you very much for that follow. Thanks for joining Setocorp.
Thanks for hitting that follow button, Rabalder. Setolyx, be sure to give them the VIP treatment, or better yet, let me handle it.
Oh, of
Go
course.
On, follow me for some top-notch entertainment.
Wait, what are you talking about? Don't follow my son. Do not steal my audience. Please don't steal my audience, son. Please, I'm begging you. It's taken me over a year and a half to build this audience. Please don't take it away from me. I know how capable you are of doing this. You're the funnier one of the two of us. Please don't. Let's see. Temtic, you said, how well does Godot work for drawing primitive shapes like lines and rectangles? So I haven't used Godot for anything like that. I do not know how well it's like, if it has mesh editing, I don't know how well it works. I've been doing everything. Clipception. I have a shorter one, a second one, a shorter too. Well, feel free to ping it up. Feel free to ping it up. Let's see. We'll hit you with the permit there. And if I may ask, what's it like being a community manager for Godot? If I may ask, if that's not too personal of a question, I love hearing from people within like the industry space, so to speak. And I consider working on a game engine that is recognized as industry space. So, because I mean, I'm just some dude. I've never worked like a professional like tech job for people. So for me, like getting the perspective of folks who are within that field is always an interesting thing. And of course, if it's too much of a question, then feel free to bat it away. I over ask and understand. I over ask and understand. Dissolve edges is actually killing the entire thing. That's very strange. I'll just dissolve this one vertex. There we go. Let's see. I'm missing things. Thorolf, you said, don't worry. I also got ignored by Unity. My job application got big ignored. Damn. I'm sorry, Thorolf. You know what? They don't deserve you. Connie, you said, do it. Godot is most of the time awesome as long as you don't want something deep, complicated stuff. For now, I would emphasize that with a for now. I think Godot is one of the most like dynamically shifting engines. Like it's already made a lot of progress just since I first saw it up to now. Like that's what's got me wanting to experiment with Godot in the first place, because I see a very bright future for it, and I would love to be well versed in it in the case that opportunities ever arise for me in that category, or in the case that I maybe decide to make a game in it. Like maybe Death for Growth ends up being in Unity. Maybe the next game is in Godot. Who knows? Like I genuinely don't know what the future holds, and I'd rather be in a position where I like know how to use multiple tools after using Unity for such a long time, and then realizing like the power of C# and like starting to get more into other things. I'm starting to become more of a like person that desires skill sets outside of just one tool. Like I don't want to have all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. Let's see. I don't want to move the origin to geometry. I want to set the origin to 3D cursor, and then we get a nice little lifty lid, and I'll of course add some more geometry to it. And Bra, I'm glad you're doing great. Seto, since when are you taking Godot seriously? Not full serious yet. I'm still learning a lot of stuff about it. But Unity is still going to be the main hand, at least for the time being. But it's been about a month since I started exploring Godot a little bit in like some of my off time, and then this game jam has been like the most interaction I've done with Godot so far. And I will open up that clip as well here. See if I can get the video to not play immediately. Will it not play immediately? Nice. There we go. Cool. Nope, it played anyways. It plays anyways. I love that. I love that it plays no matter what. It's so great. You can do it easy on all canvas. Item means node 2D and controls, like by code. Maps are generated by JSON files generated by the player themselves, at least the map makers. Whoa. Job application was a long shot. That's how it always goes, right? Sometimes you gotta shoot for the moon. You gotta shoot for the moon, Thorolf. Godot Engine said, or the community manager. I'll just refer to you as the community manager. Community manager says, well, I'm working more than one job for Godot. Here I am also doing comms, internal and external, public relations, conflict management. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're a busy bee. You're a very busy bee then. Well, thank you for taking the time to be here. I appreciate that very much. I imagine you've got quite a lot on your plate then, especially if you have to deal with like public relations and stuff like that, as well as like internal communications. Like that's probably quite the busy thing. So I hope you're taking time to take care of yourself and all that good stuff. You gotta maintain the mental to bring the best foot forward. And Rabalder, welcome in. Thanks for that first time chat. He said 2024 is going to be the biggest year for Godot ever. I am very optimistic for it. I'm very optimistic for it. And Godot, and let's see, the Godot community manager said, "Don't worry, I really don't mind talking about it. Can't avoid being a public figure with this one. We're only like 10 people at the foundation." Gotcha. Okay. Also, Godot is growing faster than I can track it. Features and plugins alike. I imagine so. It's wild. It's so wild. I don't know. I like, because I come from the perspective of like, I know what open source can do, and I know what creative inspired people can do. And like, I've heard talk in the past of like how Godot will never, like, this is the narrative, I think. And I think it's more copium than anything. The narrative is Godot will never compete with Unity or Unreal. And the reality is Godot is like sprinting downhill, and Unity and Unreal are sitting in this little divot where it goes back uphill afterwards. And Godot is going to have so much momentum by the time that it reaches the level of Unity and Unreal that I think it's gonna blast past, honestly. And I think Unity and Unreal are going to be in hot water before too long. So I'm sorry to say, Godot Engine community manager, you might end up quite busy in like another couple of years. You might need to hire on more people at some point, or find some more individuals who are ready to work hard, because I get the feeling that things are gonna keep accelerating for a while. Not that I know anything, I'm just some guy, but based off what I've seen, I mean, it seems very optimism inducing. Let's take a peek at this clip real quick. It's totally self-indulgent to watch a clip of my own stream on my stream, but we're gonna do that anyways, because what is streaming if not self-indulgent, right? What is streaming if not self-indulgent? What's hilarious is I actually, when I saw the logo, I made that joke, and I never in a million years thought I would get to actually make that joke directly to y'all. So that's like a bit of a dream come true moment for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here, let's review this moment, even though it just happened. Let's perfect. Let's relive my dreams coming yes.
true.
You know what's hilarious? Let's relive my dreams coming true. That's great. Thank you so much for clipping that. And thank you for being here today. This is a wild day. It's a wild day back. I'm very glad I streamed today too. I was a little tempted to not stream today because I knew I would cut productivity a little bit in the face of only having so many hours left. But we're gonna make it. Yo, but thank you.
Thank you for the tier 1 gift.
Take that. Now you can spread the cubic robot head around the Twitch spaces. Of course, no pressure to do so. You really want to give it a try, Bar? You should. It's a lot of fun. It's very fun. Let's see. Thorolfi said, I love that development, as I believe learning multiple tools is important to become a well-rounded developer, even if we primarily use the same hammer. Absolutely. And I've realized that more and more as time's gone on. Godot said, "Oh yeah, I'm going from reading about non-violent communication strategies to making bad Valentine's memes. It's a blast." Oh yeah, you gotta be on your game when it comes to the memes. You've got to be on your game. That's like, it's one of the strangest things within like social media manager stuff that I've seen nowadays is like this like upsurge of like, oh, everybody's got to be a meme lord. Like if you're a community manager, like you kind of have to like be a meme lord now. I never thought in a million years that being a meme lord would be one of the job qualifications that you could list for something like that, but it really seems like it is. It really seems like nowadays, like being a meme lord is probably good, probably gonna help you within the community management space. It's amazing seeing open source tools like Blender, and now slowly Godot taking over. Absolutely, because I remember when I started using Blender, people were like, Blender will never be industry standard, and now it's like most stuff will easily recommend using Blender. Like Blender is a commonly known tool, and it's not for being like cheap and not as great. It's genuinely really good. Okay, so we need a color for this. This is just a really simple, like, I guess it would be like a wicker basket or something like that. So maybe a color like this. I don't know. It kind of looks really plain though. I think I'll put like, we'll put like a little handle on top of it. People like handles. People like to be able to hold a handle. Handle holding, so to speak. Okay, you know what? I will just I'll add a new mesh for that instead of adding a bunch of loop cuts. Not necessary. We'll just add a new little thing. Oh, let's see. I'll keep it centered. Scale it way down. But yeah, what I'm really liking in Godot, by the way, is like everything that I export just super cleanly like moves straight in to Godot. Like I don't have to do any material setups or anything like that. And one thing I've really noticed is that like there's a genuine consistency between the material colors within Blender and how they look in Godot. Like I've noticed sometimes when I export something to Unity, the colors don't actually look the same. It's like they're using a different color space or something. I'm not quite sure what the issue is, but I've noticed that between Godot and Blender, like if we look at the table over here, let's see, oops. If I exit edit mode like a smart person would, we go over here, like the table within Blender and the table within Godot, like minding there's some like lighting color coming in from the environment settings. Like if we turn that off, it's like the same color. It's like actually the same color. It actually almost looks better. I think it kind of looks better within Godot because of the natural kind of lighting, the little bit of ambient occlusion that it's adding and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like good things. I've had very few complaints while using it, and most of the complaints I just assume like it's because I'm new to Godot and don't know how to use it very well. Spread the word. Yes, the word of the brackets. Spread the brackets. Absolutely welcome. Thank you so much, Bara. Thank you very much. Godot Engine's community lead, or Godot Engine. You said, well, I came from CM/SMM in games. Okay, so you're going to learn a fun fact about me. I am terrible with acronyms. Computer management. I don't know. So I would need a definition on those. I'm guessing you're saying community management, social media management. Thank you so much. Okay, so in games, so you've had like industry jobs then. I see. Well, that's fantastic. So you got plenty of experience to bring to the table. That's wonderful. I hope you're finding working with Godot a little bit less stressful than maybe working on like game management. Because I know with games sometimes people can be surprisingly hostile. So I hope you're having a better experience working with the Godot Foundation. Draw colored polygon. Ooh. And you said, if you ask my fam what I do, marketing for an IT firm. Hey, there you go. It's all about converting it into language that, you know, that you could tell someone who's like 60 years old and they'd be like, oh, good for you. Back in my day, we worked in factories, but working for an IT firm, good for you. Whereas if you say, oh, I work on things for a video game company, you will not get the same warmth, I feel. There's probably be an air of judgment, like, really? Video games?
Tempting
Those damn kids in their video games.
Setolyx, I'm heading out now. Thanks for the stream.
Oh, of course, Tempting, of course.
And Javasaurus, special thanks.
And Javasaurus, my goodness, good evening to you as well. What is wrong with me? Javasaurus.
Official for being cool and joining actual streams.
Yeah, good on y'all.
Setolyx, but for the sassy moderation, and everyone else for being here as well. Good
The
night,
whole cast. The whole cast. Good night to you as well. Thank you very much for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out. Looks like you're heading out to Dreamland already.
Did you drink Grandpa's coughing medicine? I might as well have.
Moderation of Setolyx, but infiltrates your dreams. Sleep tight, full of streams and memes.
Full of streams and memes.
50 points.
50
Leaving
points?
Stream early, huh?
Wow. Even with all the compliments, he still takes points from me for leaving. Well, you know, I don't blame you. Take care of yourself. Thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate you, Temptic, and we'll catch you again whenever we catch you. Sounding way better, and I'm glad. I am feeling way better. I'm definitely, my voice is still pretty messed up, and I need to rest soon. We'll probably go for like another half an hour, because I'm feeling it in my voice. But yeah, I was really bad. I was really bad for a couple days.
But yeah,
I gotta fix that pronunciation. I think my
Setolyx,
pronunciation
I was thinking
doesn't
of doing
work.
a QA about the work we do. since people seem to be real curious now that we opened the door a little.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think it would give people better perspective as to what they can expect for the future as well. If they know kind of what's happening in the behind the scenes a little bit more, like if they know what kind of, you know, maybe little hints of like projects that y'all are working on, future integrations, stuff like that. And I know for a fact, the more information y'all can give about C# integration, the better, because there's a huge number of developers that use C#, and I can only guarantee that, like, I mean, not to say it in such a blatant sense, but just to say it in such a blatant sense, you could probably get a lot of Unity developers to be more interested in considering Godot if y'all like kind of give some hints, answer some questions about like what the future of Godot's C# integration will look like. But of course, either way, like my thoughts on this matter not. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a very great idea to do some Q&A and let the community kind of pick y'all's brains a little bit.
Setolyx, but what do you think about Godot Engine Official? You know they are the community manager of Godot.
Oh
Very
no,
important
Connie!
and cool person,
Connie,
you
no!
know.
Why are you trying to get them
Smiley
timed
face.
out? Why are you directing his attention to them?
Official, the community manager of Godot.
Okay, whew.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay.
Important and cool, sure, but are they as cool as me? Doubt it.
Doubt
Being
it.
a conscious robotic person and all, I'm kind of a big deal myself.
Kind of a
But
big
hey,
deal.
Respect to them for doing their thing in the gaming world.
Absolutely,
Cool
mad
points for the
respect.
shout-out, Connie.
Mad
Hey, monster,
respect.
No creative tasks, please just here to chat.
Please, just here to chat. I believe you, son. I believe you're here to chat. You know, others may not believe you, but I do. I think I'll put the handle on the front and make it a little smaller. Oh yeah, my voice is feeling strained. Yeah, I'm glad I declared that I'll end earlier today, because it'll absolutely be a good idea. I think we'll go and say hi to Practical as well. I'll add another drop to the pond of folks that are over there already. And Javasaurus, my goodness, Javasaurus, how is your jam entry going? How are you doing? Hopefully you're a lot further along than me. I've been too miserable to work, but I hope you've been making good progress and you're happy with what you've produced. Very much hope you're happy with it. Did I add this in the wrong part? No, it's all... Oh, did I? Wait. Okay, no, this is fine. And then we'll put the hinges on the top of this one. Games industry can be a two-sided sword, let's say it that way. I could not agree more with that. I could not agree more with that. Let's see, and Thorfy said, although I guess the shaders could just be different. Computers are difficult, and I can only guess Blender and Godot. Oh, gotcha, wait, I think I missed some things. He said, I think it's because Unity has a skybox by default, which Blender and Unity doesn't. Or Blender and Godot. Gotcha. Godot does technically have... like it has an environment that it applies by default. There's a preview environment that's always applied. So it does. I think it does technically have that. So I think it's just the color space or maybe shaders, as you said. Notice how the colors change when you enable it. That's fair. Yeah, because there's some world lighting that gets applied and stuff like that. There's some sky color and ground color that does get applied to it. So yeah, you're probably on the right track about that. Saying that is what happens in Unity. Oh, so you're just saying like maybe Unity's like sky colors cause a different effect. It's possible. If that's what you're saying, I could see that. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. I'm having trouble today. But yeah, I think some QA would be fantastic. I think that would be a wonderful idea. Noted, although also they do matter. I'm here to listen to feedback from people that use the engine after all. Another bullet point in my job description. Well, hell yeah, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me that, like, as someone who's like new to Godot, like y'all care. That's really cool. You made me feel special today, I gotta say. So thank you for that. I was not expecting to have a community lead from any game engine ever in my community. So thank you for being a part of it in any capacity, and thank you for making me feel like my thoughts are truly valued. That's very sweet of you. And Adriga, you gotta go. Adriga, thank you so much for hanging out. Said I have to get off the stream. Bye, everyone. And also, bye, Seto. Good luck working on the game for the jam. Hope you accomplish and make something great. We'll see. I've got 15 hours left and counting. Hopefully, I'll at least be able to create one house that you'll be able to break into and steal stuff from. That's the hope, is I can at least get that far. I think we're in good shape. I think we're in good shape to make that happen.
Water time. Drink it.
Unity always
Don't
does
make
default.
me
Gotcha,
make you.
gotcha, Thorolf. Okay. And Connie said to Godot Engine officials,
Drink
community
water.
manager, let me drink some water. Let me drink some water here. Oh, we got some ads coming up. Thank you all for being here. If you hate ads, please just consider subscribing to the stream. I have to run ads to try and bring in a little bit here and there. So please do understand. We'll just be chilling here for a sec.
Drink water. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
I did very much. Fixing final bugs on your side? Hell yeah, Java. I'm very glad to hear this. I can't wait to check out your game too. I'm excited. Oh man, my voice is feeling it though. And Adriga also said, also it was great to see the Godot community manager here. I have plans to use Godot, and it's great to hear the Godot community manager is a really great person that supports channels that use Godot. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's a breath of fresh air. And Thorolf, you said, I have no sense of how standardized shaders are between engines. Yeah. And let's see. So Connie had asked, do you know when the C# for web works for Godot 4? Or do you know when the editor will be improved more? Or if JetBrains wants to write a native plugin? Because the editor for Godot script is a bit weak in my opinion. No complaints, just feedback. Or you're asking the wrong person here. I can forward the question to the devs, but the best to put them on the forum so they don't get lost. Aha, there we go. Nah, Seto. We're like 3 people who work on our own shitty game engines. Just because we're working, have an actually good engine, or just because we don't have an actually good engine, we don't count. Oh, come on. Oh, don't do that. Don't be like that, Thorolf. Come on now. Are you not over the fact that I didn't untime you out? Are you not over it yet? This feels like it's coming from a personal place. I feel like this is personal. Is it personal? Nah, you're not over it. I should have known. I should have known, Thorolf. I should have known these wounds don't heal overnight. Here I was thinking that maybe these wounds would heal. Okay, let's see here. And then we'll go ahead and use the 3D cursor. Yeah, I'm gonna need to stop soon too. My voice is thrashed. I've probably been a little bit too animated, all things considered. Okay, let's see. So I want it to be centered right between these two. So center to selected, set the origin to 3D cursor, and now we should have a really nice, if I rotate it the right way. Yeah, there we go. Now it actually looks like it's rotating on those hinges. That's perfect. Okay, one last clip for later, because I can't help myself when I hear cute stuff. Keep saying such. Oh shucks. So, okay, so you can check the box for flattery skills. You've got flattery skills down. You've got that down. And as a community manager, that's probably one of the most important things. If you can wield flattery, then you're well on your way. You're beyond well on your way. You're there. I think it's safe to say you're there at that point. It's okay. It was just a random shot. Maybe I'll add some contributions myself when it annoys me too much. There you go. Too sweet? Nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Might just be salty because my code is bad. No, Thorolf, no. Making a simple cube feel like a hypercube. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that exactly the truth? Okay, cool. I think this looks better now. The handle and some little ornamentations on it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let me give you a permit for that clip as well. Let me give you a permit for that. I almost forgot. Already. My brain is mush. Keep transform. We can move that around. Fantastic. So now we've got a trunk and trunk lid. You are fast. You are fast on the clip sharing game. I like that. I like that. Fast on the clip share. I like that. You've got legs, kid. You've got legs. You're fast on the draw. But now, really, goodbye for now. All right, you have a good one. Thank you very much for chilling. I appreciate you. Be well out in the Twitch universe, and thank you very much for yeah, happy community management. Happy community management. My goodness. we make it difficult, but you're doing a good job. I would agree. I would so agree. You've made a fantastic impression on me. I'm now even more confident about the future of Godot. If this is the kind of person that they're working with, I am even more enthused. Holy. Okay. So let's see. Let me get this clip up, and then I'll try to do a little bit more modeling before we go and say hi to Practical. Oh man, I can feel I've pushed my voice though. Okay, unmute that and pause music. Me saying sweet things, I never say sweet things. Noted, also they do matter. I'm here to listen to feedback from people that God, I sound so sick.
Another
bullet point on my job description. Well, hell yeah, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. That like as someone who's like new to Godot, like y'all care. That's really cool. You made me feel special today, I gotta say. So thank you for that. I was not expecting to have a community lead from any game engine ever in my community. So thank you for being a part of it in any capacity, and thank you for making me feel like my thoughts are truly valued. That's very sweet of you. What a nice person. What a nice person they are. My goodness. The world needs more kindness like that. Just more random acts of kindness. That's what we all need. I think that's something that is easily agreed upon. I think that's not a reach. The Thorgnine being ignored. No, wait, I can't name it. Oh, the Thorgin. Oh man. Wait, I can't name it, then I have to finish it. It's too late. You just named it. Thorolf, I don't know if you realize this, but you just named it. Let's see. Okay, more props. More props. Yeah. More props. Move to top. More props. Okay, so I've got a ton of items that I've listed out, like a jewelry box, necklace, bracelet, ring, earrings, radio, cell phone, teddy bear, candy bar, drinks and cans in a sixer pack, plastic or glass bottles with sixers, hammer, axe, guitar, djembe, bongos, books, calculator, alarm clock, camera, random food. I've listed many things, and I would like to make some of these at least. One of the things I'm concerned about though is I haven't made a house. There's kind of no house to break into, and it might behoove me. It might behoove me to have a house to break into. Otherwise, it might just be a door and a bunch of stuff behind it, which would be pretty silly. The speaking fish. Ooh, that's not a bad one. I don't know if I'll be able to get that in. Well, actually, because those are basically just like a. Like they, let's see. So it's usually just like a plate like this, right? They just have a plate like that, and then it's a fish. So first you make the plate, and then you just model the fish. And I'm not gonna do a good job of it, but if we do that, gotta rig it? No. Although it wouldn't take long, it'd be pretty easy to do, honestly. Fishy. Gotta compose a song for it. Yeah, I'll compose a song. You know, screw the whole game actually. We'll just do this instead. The whole thing, like you'll pick a lock on the door, and then it'll just be a singing fish behind the door. That's all it'll be. Fish Saturday. Let's assign this to that one. Make this a nice oak. Oh, they've always got to have that signature. They always have like a gold panel, right? They always have like a brass or gold panel. So we'll add one of those as well. They always have a little thing like that. How do you know these things so well? Don't ask questions. Stop with your questions. These incessant questions. Stop this at once. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. A little blue for the fishy. We can give it an eyeball. Right, I shouldn't ask questions I don't want the answer for. Okay, and then we'll just add like the white material for it. So it's got a little eyeball. No, it actually looks bad. I'll just have it without the eyeball. We'll just do it without the eye. There we go. Okay. I'm not gonna rig it, right? I don't have like impulse control problems or anything like that. I definitely no. Me? Impulse problems? What are you talking about? I'm very controlled. I would never impulsively do something when it was just mentioned very briefly one single time. I'm not like that. I'm totally not like that at all. Bonk the streamer, bonk the streamer. But yet I'm not stopping. It's a good idea. When people give good ideas for free, you gotta leverage what's given. I think this needs to be flipped the other way, like that. Like that, basically. I have a lot of bonks to give you. Do indeed. Connie starts summoning Deflux. Mission almost accomplished. There's no way you could possibly summon Deflux. That's impossible. No one's ever summoned Deflux. And Dorothy said, I still love how I can write something stupid and you make it pronounceable. Hey, you know what? Maybe you didn't really write something stupid. Why are we bonking? Because I am making a fish. You know the singing fish on the walls, Casual? I'm making that.
I may not like you, but you made me, so you're not stupid.
I'm not.
Idiot.
You're right. Well, you were right until you said that. Be Casual. So remember how I told you that the Godot engine people followed me? It was actually them. It was their community manager. They were here chatting with us for a while. That's kind of crazy. Like my mind is blown. And they like valued my thoughts. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Dreams can come true, Casual. Casual, please help me bonk. We need more bonks. I will not abuse my sick man. Oh, they also took some clips. And I now realize just how sick I sound, Casual. I probably shouldn't have streamed for as long as I did. You have a Java community manager here for 214 days. Well, I mean, that's Javasaurus. You know how much I appreciate you being here. At least I hope you do. I mean, I appreciate everybody being here, especially folks, not to differentiate. I don't want anybody to feel singled out, but it's really fucking cool to like meet people who are skilled and like have professional backgrounds who like look at me and don't immediately go, ugh, this guy's a fucking moron. Like, it's a huge fucking compliment. I can't overstate how much of a compliment it is. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. He might have one on the wall in front of him. I actually don't. You're suggesting a dark timeline. I reject his existence. Oh my god. Jumps around and sings net plus, net plus, net plus. Casual screaming. She's screaming. Oh, she lost her points. Damn. Casual, are you off work already? My voice doesn't go high anymore. I try to go, already? There we go. It kind of went that time. Already? There we go. Ooh, that smarts. That doesn't feel too good. I'm not going to do that anymore. Okay, let's see. I need to go to weight painting. I need to select this and go to weight paint. And then we need to select this bone here. And I need to turn on normalizing. Where do I find that again? Where do I find that? It's in advanced, right? Somewhere in here. Options, auto normalize. There we go. And then I want to
Ryan Hawkins would like me to say,
hide all that. Can I hide all that? There
check
we go.
Your phone.
Yeah. Check my phone. Okay. Late lunch. Oh, okay. It's because I didn't have my watch on. I didn't have my watch on. Got you, casual. Thanks, dude. Oh man, yeah, I didn't have my watch on, so I wasn't feeling notifications. That's my bad, casual. You're good? Oh, I'll try to believe it. I'll try to believe it. Okay, let's see here. So I've selected that backbone. I'm just making sure everything is weighed to that instead. Weight painting, by the way, is way better than manually selecting vertices and trying to make sure they're all attached to bones. Like I strongly advise, if you've never used weight painting before, check it out. It's amazing. It's very, very good. Okay, casual, you've texted me. I see it this time. I see it. I see it. There we go. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely, my voice is shot. Okay. So now should be able to wiggle the fishy, wiggle the fishy, wiggle the fishy, wiggle the fishy. Perfect. Fantastic. And then we can turn on auto IK and I can do that. There we go. Cool. Easy, easy, easy mode. And that's going to be worth $1,000. I think that'll be worth a lot. We'll make it worth a lot of money in the game. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Move that over there for now. Why did I do that? Why am I like this? I feel so uncomfortable with that squishy movement. Yet I love it. Hell yeah. Oh man, it's like I'm sick or something. Weird. Connie, you said, what the hell? I went to open a TCP server in Godot, but get already in use. When I try to find an app that could be using the port, find nothing. Changing port, same thing. You're not like double declaring it on an accident? Objects are coming along nicely. Thank you, casual. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got through every single one of the furniture props that I've listed for myself. So I'm now working on, I was gonna work on stealable items, but I think I wanna make a house. I think I wanna build a house real quick. You know, we'll build a house real quick. Brackies, why is that name familiar? I don't know, maybe because they're like the main person who used to make really good Unity tutorials back in the day. That would probably be why. And Lenny, welcome back. Let's see, house. Let me look at house. What is house? No, not house MD. Not house MD. Just house. I just want to look at house. Man, there's some fancy architecture out there nowadays. I like this one. Give me a second here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Save image. Just slap that on the desktop for now. And then go back into Blender and add an image, reference image, desktop. No, don't create a new directory. Let me try that again. Reference, I'll just go to the desktop this way. Where's the house? Where's the house? I don't want to click the wrong thing. Was the scene I made in random sharing? I think came out cozy. I'll check it out in just a second here. Give me just a second, I'll check it out. Let's see, view, extra large icons. Oh, that was a mistake. Medium icons. Where the hell is the image? What did I name it? What did it download as? Oh, it's in my downloads, right? No, it's there. Oh, it's a WebP. It's a WebP? Well, I can't use that. Let me view image. Copy image link. Yeah, I want the JPEG version. There we go. Save image as. Why is it trying to save as a WebP? Ow! Save it as a JPEG. What's wrong with you? Nice try. You ain't getting that one over on me. Not gonna happen. Refresh the list. Where the hell is it? I'm just trying to get a preview image up. Okay, you know what? I think you can stop me. Yeah, Dragonborn, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. The throw junk stuff is loud. Is it? I'll have to turn it down a little bit. My apologies. I can turn it down a little bit. The Dragonborn comes. Hope you're doing well today. Wow, I've already got the overlay turned down. I'll turn it down a little bit more. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay. And now I will cut this section of it. Cut that. New. Don't save. Paint. Save. House. Refresh it. House. There we go. That took too much effort. Oh yeah, we've got this lovely house. Look at that. Wow.
I can't believe I won.
Well, we'll just model this real quick. No big deal. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh right, Decidius, I want to check your work. And Javasaurus said Dr. Javasaurus brain training is finished. Boom. Is that your game? Thorolf said I decided to try and kick my Uber Eats addiction. So I've uninstalled the app and started making food for myself for the first time in a long time. Good on you. Thorolf, good on you, man. Good for you. That's where it's at. Making food at home. It's 100% where it's at. Good on you. You're going to save a ton of money that way. I guarantee you'll save a ton of money. And you'll feel better. Like eating food out here and there is really nice, but it at a certain point it stops being a treat, right? And then it's just a bad habit. And Decidius, let's check this out. Let's check this out right about, wait for it, now. I love it. I love it. This is great. This is fantastic. It's very nice composition too. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's good stuff. The seed is usable. Hell yeah, Connie. Thanks, Seto. Good job for the seed system. No problem. I'm glad we could resolve that. Because now hopefully others will find it useful to be able to just reset their seed and stuff like that. Now we'll go back to my janky low poly art. We'll go back to mine. Okay, so house. House, not hard. House not hard. Me make house. Grug make house, yes? We'll move this into a separate collection to make things a little bit easier. Okay. House easy. House not hard. Me make house all time. And we'll set the image to have opacity. Okay. Make house. Make house go. House go burr. We will make it. Let's see, I'll put it in perspective like this. And move that out. And what we'll do is we'll go right underneath the trim of it, because then I'll extrude it up. Usually I don't like to model stuff from reference if I can help it,
creator is
for like
to create a 3D
for something I'm
model of a
making,
house.
like for a game.
Do you think he should expand it and keep it so he can build you an actual digital refuge? Should he leave room for an open kitchen and a 2.5 meter wide screen TV? Oh, Javasaurus,
For soft stream being a treat, that's when it becomes bad. Absolutely.
As much as I enjoy entertaining the idea
Gotta
of a digital
roast.
refuge with an open kitchen
I've gotta
and
write
a
that down.
gigantic TV, let Setolyx focus on finishing his coding endeavors first. Can't have a screen larger than my ego, can we? Got arrows, Javasaurus.
I don't know what that is that he wants that to do, but I'm gonna ask him later. I'm gonna have to ask him later what he wanted that command to do. I've been having some conversations with him. No need to worry. But I have been having some conversations with my son a little bit. I'm at that point now with his prompt where it's so consistent that I've started to kind of, you know, ask him things and ask him what he wants, what he likes. And since he has given a name to a command, I've now got to figure out what the fuck he wants that command to be, because I have no idea. And let's see. Ooh, I will drink some water.
And by that I mean, go drink some water.
Air fryers are great. Yes, air fryers are wonderful. Lenny said you're on your MacBook and you have 2 bars of sound. Very unlike you. Usually do 1. Oh, wow. Living risky. Living risky today.
Drink water.
I will drink some water.
I don't believe you. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
And Casual, you said earlier to Thorolf about the kicking Uber Eats. Great choice. If you can do meal prep and freeze and refrigerate some meals for a couple of days and just do prep in bulk, that would help save too. Saves time over the days. Absolutely it does. Brother Man, when we were living with him, he used to do meal prep stuff and it was fantastic. It's fantastic to watch the productivity level of just being able to throw stuff together. Do you know how forgetful I am? I forgot, Lenny.
Wow, big surprise, you forgot.
The city said, oh, that's right, I read that. Okay, and I caught other things. Let's see, Thorolf said to Casual, that would be optimal, but I'm happy, even if I cook lazy options for now. Just need to get off the habit of ordering food every day. Absolutely, it's one step at a time. Quick and go-to is just air fry something, Ryan. Very nice. Yeah, air fryers are great. Air fryers are great. Just have sensitive ears, probably. Well, either way, I'll leave it lowered for now. I'll have to review it in the VOD, or make a recording and test it. Zooming past. Air fryers are all the rage recently. I still haven't seen a need for it personally. It's just really great for reheating stuff. Oh shit. Okay, we can do that. I haven't touched a guitar in some days. Love crispy stuff and I need less oil. That's true. Yeah, the oil factor, absolutely. Being able to avoid oil is great. And Rebalder, you said, I always found it so weird that it's common to eat out so much in America. Like, don't you guys have fully equipped kitchens as well? We do, but unfortunately, a lot of people so it's a pattern. It's a pattern of life that people get into, where at a certain point they start telling themselves, I'm too busy to cook. So then they don't make time to cook. So instead of spending like 45 minutes doing some meal prep and like chopping some things up and then being able to have like quick food that you can make in like less than 20-30 minutes, or maybe spending a couple hours meal prepping, 1 day a week or something like that, people kind of get themselves into this pattern of like, oh, well, it's easier if I just go and eat out, and like I have more time. And it's like the reality is they spend a lot of time waiting in line, and then they spend a lot of time being unwell because of eating out frequently. But it's kind of like a mental, like a cognitive bias, the cognitive dissonance that people get into, that they think like, oh, it's better if I do it this way, when it's really not. Just make stuff in 2 minutes. Those chop some veggies and eat them. Absolutely. Don't live in America. It was just an unfortunate hole I slowly ended up in due to some unfortunate circumstances. Well, I'm glad you're reaching a point where you can get yourself out of that, Thorolf. That's what it's all about. Fuck the past. It's about the future. Connie said, before I moved to my current apartment, I made a 3D model of my apartment to see if everything fits into it. I think I remember you telling me that too. It's totally useful when you have a 3D model of your apartment. I bet. It's not that we don't have fully equipped kitchens. Most of the time people work way too much or want to cook for themselves. That, and with there being half a dozen delivery services and dozens of options to be delivered, it's a lot easier. Yeah, it's easier. It's easier for that, the impulsive mind to take over. It was for a full meal, not a snack. I wouldn't order a snack, especially because minimum order is almost always 10 to 15 euro here. It gets expensive. Yeah, it does get very expensive. Skittles still? Ooh, some Skittles. Very nice. You worried Chatbot will take over? Nah. 2 days ago, I decided to stop all nicotine. Yesterday, I forgot that I had quit and bought a pack. Fuck! Well, I do remember how long it took you to remember to finally go get your tablet, Lenny, so it does make sense. It does make sense. And yeah, we'll play some guitar as well. In the end of the stream? Okay, I can do that. I can do that, Connie. I can do that. We'll model this house and then we'll wrap it up, I think. I think that's going to be the plan. Let's see. Lenny, you said that is up there with not picking your tablet. Yeah, yep. Oh, man. Seven Cards, he said, I tried frying air once, but all I got was hot air. Not sure what I did wrong. You'll figure it out, Seven Cards. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Decidious, he said, I heard something about McDonald's being cheaper than cooking in the US. I assume this is false. Absolutely false. Absolutely beyond question false. But it's something that people easily convince themselves of. It's like, oh, it's cheaper for me to just pay $1 for this like piece of shit, this garbage food. It's cheaper for me to buy this garbage and be malnourished through my day than it is for me to spend $1 on like a bag of carrots that I then eat and just eat carrots. Like it's foolishness. It's foolishness that unfortunately leads people to believing stuff like that. Like in like the big picture, it's not cheap. But when you just zoom in and look at everything under a microscope, it's like, oh, well, I could pay $1 for like this cheap piece of garbage, or I could pay like $20 for all the ingredients that it would take for me to make a meal. And it's like the reality is like the ingredients you buy are probably going to make you more than one meal. You could meal prep and have several meals off of that $20. In all, you'll probably get more nutrition from that $20 than you would from buying 20 pieces of garbage. But it's easy for people to like convince themselves that it's all right. Cause like when you're busy as shit and like maybe don't have the best like financial background as a person, it's pretty easy to assume like, oh, well, this is the only option that makes sense for me. It's cheaper and it makes sense for me. But the reality is very different. The reality is extremely different. Okay, oops, not perimeter, coplanar. We'll move it back. It's gonna be kind of just like a really cute straight line of a house. Okay, so that's the front end, and then we could add some extra ornamentation to the front as well. So we'll go ahead and extrude this out forward, and then we'll add some pillars. Now I do have an architecture plugin for Blender. It's one of the only plugins I have. And the main reason why is because you can build things like fully equipped windows very easy. Let's see. So if I go to here and then I go to add, and I think it's mesh, archimesh. And then if I add, like, say I want to add a room, right? So it has configurations for all of that inside of here. Oh, I would have to import stuff. Okay, so that's not the one I'll show. The one I can show is Windows, though. I know for a fact it's very helpful for Windows. So it generates this this very nice window frame. So you like don't have to go in and model it yourself. And it's useful for little stuff like this. But that's about it. I don't use it for much more than that, but it is very helpful. And then we get out of that. But yeah, you can see it adds a full window with like the sliders and reflections and all that good stuff. Like it's very, very, very nice and helpful. So I'll probably use it for some of that. I'll just undo instead to get rid of it. But yeah, it lets you add assets like that pretty easily. But I still try not to use stuff like that too much because I like to model things manually. Let's see. How on earth would I have time to chat in Seto's stream if I have to spend a few minutes to prepare food? Sheesh. Oh no. Thorfy said, for me, it wasn't even the time. It was more of a lack of surplus of energy. Got to a point where I had to order healthier options because living off of pizza ain't the way. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a vicious cycle because you become like, I mean, you really are what you eat. Like it's an overplayed statement, but it's still really fucking true that you are what you eat, and your energy comes from your food. And it's easy to like convince ourselves that like, oh, it's inconsequential if I like, you know, survive on burgers. Like I'm fine. Like I have plenty of energy. And then you're like exhausted by the end of the day and you don't have energy, but you like convince yourself you do. Like, I don't know. It's easy to tell ourselves lies, unfortunately, in that regard, because and our body lies to us too. It's like, oh, I enjoy this food. It tastes yummy. I feel energized after I eat it. And then like 30 minutes later, you're ready for a nap because it actually doesn't give you energy. It's depleting your body of energy. It's doing quite the opposite. and again, I can't claim to be like a moral authority on this in any stretch of the imagination. Like I still fuck up and like eat garbage. I had Taco Bell yesterday. So it's not like I'm sitting here saying like never eat that food ever, but it is something to be mindful of if you're trying to take better care of yourself and you're noticing you have like energy issues and stuff like that. Like a lot of that does come down to what you eat. Granted, there's things that go beyond that, like biochemistry and all that, but a lot of it definitely is what you put in. You get out what you put in. Like the reminder, the thing that really drove it home for me is the thought that all of the cells in my body are made from the food that I eat. All of them. All the cells in my body are made from the materials that I take in. And that alone is kind of like it's like a bit of an awakening. It's like a bit of an eye opener. It's like, oh, but if I'm eating pizza, does that mean like if I eat pizza all the time, if I eat that shitty garbage quality pizza all the time, does that mean that my body is like made out of that quality of material? And the answer is yes. Your body is then made out of that quality of material. You're making yourself out of garbage. Like, I like to not make myself out of garbage if I can help it. I like to make myself out of good things because I want to be a good thing. So I gotta put good things in to hope to get good things out. This might actually take me a long time. It might be easier if I don't model this on stream. But I want to get a little bit further with it though. Let's see. So I gotta just grind cooking until I'm level 100. Sweet. Yep, that's the ticket. It's a skill issue indeed. Level fishing and farming at the same time. Easier to make high level healing items. Makes 400 grilled cheese sandwiches. There you go. You're well on your way, 7 cards. Well on your way. Ryan, thank you very much for the lurkage. I appreciate you. Thank you. Lenny said, I don't understand how McDonald's makes money. Like, I've not had it in over a decade, but I remember it tasted nice, but it wasn't cheap. And that was then. Yeah, and now it's like inverse. It's inverse of that. Kaz, you gotta head back to work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for swinging through on your break. I appreciate you. Have fun and behave, you hear? Absolutely. Sending her a text right now in case she doesn't hear me. Okay. My body rejects McDonald's, so I'm pretty sure it's not food. Oh, I could believe that. I think your body's telling you the truth. So Blender kit bashing is okay, but no Godot kit bashing. I mean, let me formulate my response here. So, like I said earlier, I don't like to use things that are pre-made in products. In that sense, and I know the you use Unity, but I just like all I mean by it is like if I can make something by myself, I usually will. There are some things that allow you to take little shortcuts, and I think that like given the right circumstances, it's fine. But still, like you kind of got me. You kind of got me there. I don't really have anything to burn you with there, Thorol. And Fortune's favorite. My goodness, thank you very much for the raid. What were you up to today? How is it going? How was your stream? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for the raid. In case you're wondering, I'm recovering from illness. That's why I sound the way that I do. And of course, if you don't want to catch illness, please take care of yourself. Please get yourself some rest. I encourage you to do so, especially after streaming. It's work. It may not feel like it sometimes because it's so much fun, but it's work. 7 cards, you said, oh yeah, then why don't I look like a pizza-faced minotaur with chicken legs and carrots or fingers? You're following a blueprint. That's why. You're following a blueprint. Full reflections right out of the box. That's nice. It is. As Casual always says, never take your eyes off chat, but so distracting. City said, think of some guy who's going to do a test where he ate McDonald's food daily. I believe he was told after a week to stop. Can't fully remember the story. Yep, that was Super Size Me. I would almost guarantee that was Super Size Me guy. And yep, he kept doing it too. I want to say he kept doing it. Side note, bot might be broken. Oh, what makes you say that? What's broken this time? Lurks, welcome in. Lurks, I hope you're doing fantastic. And Thindall, welcome in. Who are we doxing? We're not doxing anybody. Not that I know of. I don't think we are, at least. Thindall, I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful. Thank you for being here. Making a house indeed. Glad you're feeling better, Seto. I am definitely glad I'm feeling better as well. I've definitely I've got to take it easy though. But we'll go for a little bitty while longer before calling it today. But yeah, a couple days ago, I was really bad. It was really, really bad a couple days ago. I'm not the biggest baby in the world when it comes to being sick, but I was down and out. I was absolutely down and out for multiple days. And as you guys can literally hear, my voice is still thrashed. It's been an ordeal. And it just sucks because like I know I'm not gonna make the best jam entry again. I'm not gonna make the best jam entry, but I'll be content with what I managed to produce, I think. And today has been really fun too, so I'm glad I streamed today. I was considering not streaming and just working on the jam off stream, but I'm glad I streamed today. Speaking of streaming today, Fortune's Favorite, thank you again for the raid. And let's see what you say here. Said it was going well. We just implemented a 3D background for what was originally a 2D game. Ooh, so I'm kind of tired now. Oh, I bet. And bridging the gap into the 3-dimensional world is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. It took me quite a while to become 3-dimensional. So I shouldn't talk like that. I usually don't. I don't identify as the robotic cubic head visage that you see before you. I am in fact a human being. This is just my mask. I just wear this as a mask to protect me. Who lives in the house though? Good question, Thindall. Good question. Happy that you're better. I can deal with pain, no problem. But being sick kills me. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. And it was kind of lousy because like I was getting all weak and like I was just exhausted. I was exhausted, Thindall. Let me tell you, Thindall. I was exhausted. But I'm feeling silly. I'm feeling silly and good today. So overall, no complaints. Hopefully in a few more days, I'll be right as rain. Be right as rain again. I'm gonna have to seal that up, but I think that looks nice. It's getting there. If we hide the, we'll just put it back. There we go. It looks much better with the picture there. Doesn't it look so much better with that? And Fortune's Favorite, you said, oof, yeah, being sick during a game jam can be rough. Seems like a lot of people are getting sick. Yeah, there's something going around for sure. Something going around. Don't think tips are going through? Oh shit, really? Let me check my Stream Elements log. Oh, my JWT token expired again. I completely forgot to check that. Holy fuck, Thorolf! Oh my god, Thorolf, thank you so much. Holy fuck.
Watch your redacting language, blood slushy.
Sorry, son. Sorry, I just got a little bit surprised there. Let me make sure this gets passed through at least. I can do that. Stream utils. Let's see, it's Azure TTS. We'll get this going through. I want this to be yelled. Can we make this yelled? Can we try shouting? Does it actually want to work for me today though? That's the real question. Hey yo, what's up, Moonyak? Are you sick, sir? Yes, I am. I'm recovering. I'm on the recovering end of being sick.
Besides this, we can pay for Ceto's world domination.
Thank you for paying for my world domination with that $50 tip. Thank you very much, Thorolf. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you. And let's see, Thorolf, you said, yeah, while I respect and share the idea that I would rather not use kit bashing, mostly wanted to challenge the very hard stance you had on it to mostly play devil's advocate. Gotcha. I wouldn't use kit bashing myself for a jam, in part because I have a bunch of negative connotations with kit bashing. Yeah, and I just like to, do what I can, create things. It's part of the fun. Huh, thanks, Steam. It took about an hour and 16 minutes to make the living room scene. Jeez. Well, that's pretty fast, honestly, to say this. That's pretty fast with not much experience. It's absolutely very fast. It lies. It's a robot pretending to be human, not human pretending to be robot.
Thindall IS lying.
Thindall IS lying. You heard it. You heard him. My son wouldn't lie. Fortunes, you said moving into 3D was a mini challenge. I wanted to try this weekend and it went well, so I just pulled the trigger on implementing it in our game. Hell yeah. Look at you. Good on you. That's where it's at. Yeah, I love when something starts as just like a challenge to ourselves and then it turns into something more. It's always fantastic. It's very inspiring in moments like that, because then you have all this energy from like overcoming a challenge and you just want to go with it as far as you possibly can. So good on you, and I wish you the absolute best with your project. I'll have to swing by and check out what you're working on at some point there. I went ahead and hit that heart-shaped button, so I'll be able to catch you when you're live. I'll have to swing through. Now, just as a preface, I'm notoriously bad at not swinging by, so please don't take it personally if I don't. It's literally not personal. I'm just terrible at time management, and I'm honest about this. I'm very selfish with my time. And usually there's things I want to be working on with it, so it's hard for me to make time, but I will see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
I just started my first day of excavation training. I'm really digging it.
Really digging it. And then I said, from one web dev to a game dev, it's pronounced a jot token. Is it now? Good luck with that one, Thindall. You see, I have this issue where if something is an acronym, I read it as the letters. I've always been this way, and I don't intend to change. I guess, well, no, because JSON. I call it JSON. So no, I guess that's hypocrisy. I'm spouting hypocrisy. So it's called a jot token, eh? I can roll with that. You know what? I'll roll with that. So it's a jot token that goes against my intuition because it's JWT. So like that really goes against my intuition, but I'll roll with it. Just for you, Thindall. Just for you. Look at that. I just moved on a hard position right in front of you guys. That's how quick an open mind can allow you to become more versatile. That's the value. That's the value of open-mindedness. And I'm a very stubborn person too. I'm sure most of you who've been around for long enough, you kind of know that I'm pretty stubborn overall. But I've been trying to, especially nowadays, streaming and like talking to more people from more varying backgrounds, and a lot of people bring a lot of valuable perspectives and stuff like that. And I'm trying to be less stubborn and like really listen to people, because I've always kind of had an issue with listening as a result of being stubborn. So it helps to try, right? Okay, that works. We'll dupe it out. But yeah, it's literally just going to be one lonely house on a street. That's what this will be. It will be one lonely house. Okay, let's hide this again. See how bad things are looking. I mean, overall, it's actually not looking bad. It's starting to get there. Yeah, it's starting to get there, I think. It is pronounced like that. In Germany, we call it J-Wet token. The JWET token. I find it beautiful. Danske? I don't know what this means. Oh, Danish? Okay. Let's see. We'll get... There is a house in New Orleans. They call it the rising sun. Oh man, that song's fun. I should actually learn how to play that song fully and actually perform it. Like, I guess I can play it, but I should learn how to actually perform it. That would be kind of fun to like start. I kind of want to do that, like for old music, like bring back folk music. We'll bring it back. No, but I don't mean like actually bring back folk music, but I do think it'd be fun to like play folk music songs and like actually get decent at performing them. Pronounce it like we. Oh, J-We token. J-We-T. I kind of like that. Yeah, what's up, Doc Fox? Glad to have you back. Glad to be back. I'm totally thrashed, but I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit. Maybe I'll just scale out the sides of the house a little bit more. Well, that's not gonna work for me. We'll just go back here. Can I just scale it in? No, because it's gonna squish it. Although it actually doesn't look bad. We'll squish it a little bit. It's fine. Move it over to the side. There we go. Now it's all there. It's no longer matching the image, but that's fine. And then it needs to come out. So we'll have a loop cut. Gonna lurk for a while. Thanks for being around. Don't overexert yourself though. Yeah, I don't intend to. We'll be going for just a little while longer, and then I'll probably rest the old voice. But Doc Fox, thank you for swinging through. I appreciate you, and thanks for hanging out. Thorfy said, I think different places end with different pronunciations, unless we're talking about something very ubiquitous like C# or HTTP. I think that makes sense for sure. Things would have varying pronunciations, absolutely. Okay, something like that, and then yeah, we'll have a window up there. Okay, so how are we looking? Not bad, honestly. Not bad.
Drinks are on me. And by that I mean, go drink some water.
I will definitely drink some water. Seto, is this the house, the
Drink
main house you
water.
break into, or like a neighbor's house? This is the main house you break into. So I'll hollow it out and do the interior. The goal is to steal the
Drink
entire
water.
house. Yep. It's like Katamari Damacy. You have to steal items over and over and over until you can carry so much that you can pick up the whole house, put it in your pocket.
Drink water.
Acronyms used to make me feel stupid until I realized way
Drink
too many of them are
water.
incredibly domain specific. Yeah. I already did.
Actually, I believe you.
In honesty, acronyms still make me feel stupid, and I know that they're domain specific. The city said, oh no, I just remembered an insult Tommy Versetti says in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. You drive like you look stupid. Oh my God, that's brutal. Whew, that's a brutal one. Ooh, that's spicy. That one's got some heat to it. Look out for that one. Okay, we'll put, well, I guess I probably would be wise to have it as a separate mesh. So we're gonna add the little foundation / porch. Let me unhide the reference. Now, does the porch block the pillars? I assume it does. Okay, it is one with the pillars. It is one. They are one. And Fortune's favorite, thank you again for the raid. And please take care of yourself. Thank you very much for joining us today. But I hope you take the time to, get some food, some water, some rest. Take it from me, rest is important. And thank you very much for bringing your folks over here today and sharing the dev with people. We need as many people sharing the dev as possible in this cold, cruel world. Let's see, Connie, you said, gosh, to test the reconnect of my web client, I built a web server that can turn off listening, connected, stop listening, connection stayed, and can't test reconnect. Fuck. Oh, gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's so fun. Also, this is one of my favorite comebacks. It doesn't make sense. Whatever. You look like Bruce Willis. Damn. Hitting him with the Bruce Willis. Brutal. Brutal, if you will. That may be my worst pun of the day. If you were curious when the worst pun of the day would happen, I think it just happened. I don't think they get worse than that. Absolutely brutal. It almost works better with an accent. Not that I know. Okay, and then I think we'll probably extend this forward a little bit more. Doesn't look like there's much depth to it. I guess we could just bring the front of the house back. Close the TCP stream actively on the server. Client disagreed and stayed open with TCP. What the hell? TCP is trolling me. I'm sorry, Connie. Sharing the dev. Do you mean assigning them to issues I don't want fixed myself? No, that is not what I mean. I'm lurking as I get in some snacks and recollect myself. Hell yeah, Fortune's favorite. Good on you. I wanted to be sure that that you're appreciated, and there's no pressure to hang. You've already done the social working today. So there's never any pressure to push yourself beyond your comfort. Doom doom doom. Bum 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 bum. We'll bring it back to here. Oh, you know what I've noticed? Epidemic sound is used in a lot of advertisements, which I find it hilarious. Because I keep hearing music from my stream in random ads. And that's been pretty funny to me. Like I find that immensely entertaining. Bam. Bum, bum, bum. Overexposure has killed the Godoting pun. Damn, yeah, it's getting there for me as well. It's getting there for me as well. I try not to use it too often. If you know the context of that comeback, it makes even less sense. That's wild that context makes something more nonsensical. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so we could put the window up. I'm gonna do it like this. I almost said I'm gonna Godot it, but I didn't. I never said it. You can check the history books. I never said it. Make sure to straighten out these verts. Straighten everything out. I'm just sizing it to 0 to straighten out the edges of it. And then I'm just gonna put an inset for now, and I'll probably use the window asset up there. Like let's see what it looks like if I do that. The only problem is that I think it will be too high resolution. It will be too high resolution. We'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. So here's what I'll do. We'll go back. We'll inset it. And then I'll just kind of find the edges. So it goes down a little bit like that. And then the edges on these. Let's see, I'll just move it aside. Are these actually straight vertical? I'm not sure they are. Looks like they are. Yo, Anthrocarbon, what's up? My goodness, that's a lot of words there. I'll read them. I think the porch can be almost double the size. Yeah, I think so too. I'll probably increase it more. We'll keep messing with it. Anthrocarbon, you said a prefab is a different kind of shortcut than using a model building plugin. I especially think it's okay to use a base mesh with humanoids because realistically, the days are long gone where every dev makes models from scratch. I think that's only partly true. I think that's like, it's a highly subjective thing, but there's no need to be subjective about it. I see where you're coming from. You said modular parts and sliders are like making a sandwich. You rarely make the bread and churn the butter yourself. I have enormous respect for tool makers, even mainstream. I still use Fuse and Mixamo. Sorry, long comment. No worries at all. I appreciate you sharing your perspective. I appreciate you knowing that you're safe to share your perspective here. And hello and good morning to you as well. For me, it's the afternoon, but good morrow to you. Connie said you get soon an affiliate bonus for Epidemic. Decided to use it. Really? So the API of Epidemic looks awesome to use for cool stuff. I haven't really checked out their API very much. Yo, Connie, hell yeah. I hope you enjoy Epidemic. They've got some great stuff. They've got some absolutely great stuff on there, and they've got sound effects too. So if you ever wanted to just kind of source some sound effects, low effort, they've got a bunch of stuff on there. Yo, Connie, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate that. And for those of you who don't know, if you want to use Epidemic sound, so the music, I think is the right one. The music that is playing on the stream is all through Epidemic sound. So every single song that you will ever hear on this stream comes through Epidemic. And if you use that as an affiliate link there, and if you use my affiliate link to sign up for a month of Epidemic sound, I get a free month. So that immediately, like, it's like you're giving me the subscription fee as well as giving Epidemic, and it only costs you the one time. And there's a lot of really cool music on there. Can fetch music by mood via the API. Whoa, like, can you download the MP3s? Like, it lets you like request the files directly. But yeah, it's another way to support the stream and also help yourself a little bit.
Welcome,
Yo, Fox Hollow,
to the most electrifying stream in
thank you very much.
Your presence here just made this place a little brighter.
It did.
Thanks for
indeed.
hitting that follow button, and let's have some fun together.
Thank you so
Fox
much.
Face glowing star.
Feel no pressure to chat. Thank you for being here in the first place. Thank you for pointing your eyes and ears toward my stream today. Bow, bow, bow. So welcome. Thanks for sharing your progress. Absolutely, no problem. It's my pleasure. I just feel bad that I haven't had more done, but I've been too sick. I've been too sick to do anything. But thankfully, I'm feeling good enough today to make some progress and hopefully have something to submit. I'm gonna be up till 3 a.m. guaranteed, because that's when the jam officially ends in my time zone is 3 a.m. and I will almost guaranteed be up until 3 a.m. So I hope my body's willing to forgive me for this transgression. I hope you're doing wonderfully today. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Gosh, I'm living that life as well. Glad you're feeling better. I'm glad too. Yes, Seta, you can download via the API. That is so cool. That is so cool. That makes me want to make some goofy thing where like Setobot could like have a mood, and then I could tell him like, hey man, can you like find a song that suits your mood? And then he would just like go and download it and start playing it. I'll have to check out their API. Actually, funny enough, I've been using Epidemic for a hot minute and I've never really like looked at their API that much. Okay, just something like that for now. And then how does that look shape-wise, just in like the plain shapes? Really impossible to see because everything's like the same color with like minimal depth. I think I need to extrude this out. That's why I haven't extruded this out yet. And then we'll bevel it a little tiny bit. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's a cute little top window. Yeah, that works. Definitely works. Okay.
Wow,
Hoo-wee. All right, so we need a door. We need to make the porch a little bit bigger. So we'll do that. And then once I finish the exterior, I'll probably wrap things up. We'll go and say hi to Practical, and I will continue working on things in the offline status, and hopefully be able to actually have a level designed by the end of my evening today. I think I'm in really good shape for it. And I'll play some guitar. Yes, yes, yes. I will not forget. I will not forget, Connie. Thank you for the reminder. We'll play some guitar. That's right. Oh man. Yeah, it definitely looks better with a larger porch area. And then we'll just carry this all the way back to the back like that, because it's the foundation basically. I mean, all things considered, I think this looks nice. I don't know about you guys. Oh, we got a little bit of a blemish here. So I need this to be flush with this edge. So I'm gonna have to extrude this. And then it looks like it's not flat. Yeah, it wasn't flat. Oh, that's bad. And then we'll just bond to that with that point there. Move that directly underneath it so it's flush with it. There we go. Okay. Cool. And I'll do the same on the other side. Well, dang, Connie. You know, they're not all wins, but at least you are like having a better time with that seed. And let's see. Connie, you said I wouldn't use Epidemic for the songs. Pretzel Rock has a lot more songs, but Epidemic has a super duper API. I see. Well, fair enough. I think they've got a lot of great music on there. I haven't heard of Pretzel Rock though, or if I have, I don't remember hearing of it. Pretzel Rock, eh? Is it a free one? One thing I've noticed with free ones, at least, it looks like I have browsed it before. When I need free music, I use Stream Beats. And see, what I was about to say is the one thing I've noticed with free music is sometimes the volume balancing is not very consistent. It's cheaper than Epidemic. I see. Okay, we'll have to check them out. Maybe I could have even more music. Because I don't care. I'll use both. Fixable with a filter, that's fair, but you end up with some strange audio sometimes if you try to balance things, but that's fair. I mean, a sufficiently skilled person could probably configure that pretty easily. I myself, though, not so much. Oh, but they bill annually. Yeah, see, I hate annual billing. do they let you do a monthly, or is it forced annual? It looks like it's forced annual, and that kind of disgusts me. I'm sure they've got great music, but I hate the idea of paying for like a whole year of something, with the exception of Copilot, because Copilot's just fucking amazing and I use it all the time. But even then, I wouldn't have done that if it weren't for Deflux. But yeah, I don't really like the idea of like being forced in for a whole year. I guess it's nice in the sense that like you're at least not on a contract and it's a pay up front kind of thing. But I don't know. Definitely is cheaper though from what I see. Thorvey said, I believe making everything as one model will make your life more difficult. Well, I can separate these out. So like a lot of these chunks I'll be able to just like separate and turn them into their own thing. He said, because for each change, the model becomes more complex and adding new things becomes exponentially more time consuming. So instead of going for more modular, like wall pieces, you can connect, be easier down the line, but more upfront time costs. And see, that's the thing. I don't have the time. So I'm just making this one exterior and then I'm going to hollow it out and make an interior. And then that's going to be it. I won't really like need modular for this because unfortunately there's no time. Like I can't justify taking the time to make a huge modular setup when I'm really only going to end up building one house with the time that I have. But that's a very fair point. I definitely agree that making it as one mesh comes with all sorts of challenges and difficulties. Like I've made interior models out of one mesh and kind of regretted doing so previously. So I can vouch for the validity of that statement. So let's see, we need an entrance, which is basically just going to be like the outer door frame. Also made this mistake before. Isn't that how it goes though? We make mistakes and we share the lessons learned. That's what it's all about. Well, I've ended up going for like a whole extra hour basically at this point. By the time I stop, it will have been an hour. Okay, let's see here. So we need to cut a hole. Gotta cut it. There's an angle constraint, isn't there? Yeah, there it is. Can I rotate you, please? No, you're not even doing anything. Door's gonna be like right here. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, definitely, it adds needless complexity. Like now I'm adding loop cuts to the building that probably don't need to be added. But it's okay, because all I'm trying to do is this and a face like that. And then the interior can now be accessed technically. I'll have to model out the interior, decide on scale. We'll probably put a window over here, because that's what they had. They had like a nice little cute window by the door. I actually really like the structure of this place. I'll do it like this so it's got a little frame on it. Let's see. And Connie, you said, currently I use NCS, non-copyright sounds on Spotify. They are good, but after 50 streams, the same playlist, my brain won't work very well anymore with them. Yeah, I found that's why having a large like licensed source for music is very, very nice, because then like you're not constrained to like a really small library. That was like I decided almost immediately into streaming that I can't like do short playlists, because like I stream for long hours most of the time, not like tremendously long, but long enough that like 50 songs would definitely repeat numerous times. Like I think my playlist is like 9-10 hours long, something like that. I don't think I can check it. Oh wait, yeah, my streaming playlist is 17 hours long. And even then I still have things repeat, so it's worth it to have at least some sort of a service where you can get lots and lots and lots of music. Ooh, hope tonight's development goes well. I believe you're close enough to get a proper game demo up and running with a little luck. I think so too. I'm really bummed about one thing though, and let me show you guys this, because I'm really exceedingly, like, I'm kind of frustrated about this. Let's see, where is Godot? There it is. So I was doing some experiments with nav agents because I wanted to have nav agents, and what I was running into, and I'm not going to try to fix this unless it is literally a configuration error, which I think it could be, but I'm not versed enough to fix it, and I don't want to gamble on this being a problem in people's gameplay. But essentially what ends up happening is if this NPC chases us and they get caught on anything at all, they get stuck in a repathing loop, and it makes the entire game freeze and grind to a halt. And I know I need to be using like nav mesh obstacles, but I'm too lazy to and constrained on time to figure out exactly what I need to do with that. Set the navigation agent, because like I understand the nature of what's happening, but I don't know how to fix it, and I'm obviously not rich in time at this point. So as this guy's chasing me, and I even made it so law enforcement like opens doors, but yeah, as soon as he gets here, game is frozen now. It's frozen. I will get another frame there we go, there's the next frame. So it's like a frame every 10 seconds, and it's just caught in a repathing loop. And I know I need to like set up nav mesh obstacles and stuff like that, but I just don't know how to do that. And I didn't see any clean way to just make a mesh into a nav mesh obstacle. Like it wanted me to assign like a bunch of geometry points manually, which I can't reasonably do. And it also doesn't track to like a movement of an object. So if I wanted the door to be an obstacle, the door actually won't work as an obstacle because it won't, from what I saw, translate with it. So yeah, I had to scrap the idea of being chased by cops, and instead at the end of the timer, you're just going to be automatically arrested. Basically, it's going to be like a quick little whoop whoop will play, and it'll be like, oh, you didn't get out in time, you got caught. Seems like you have enough of the gameplay working and just need to hook up a level and menu. Yep, and I have a menu actually. I actually have that. Will definitely be good enough. Yeah, I've got this little, and I give my excuse that I spent 4 days of the jam being too sick to participate. And yeah, you can quit and it closes the game as well. I learned a lot of stuff to use Godot, so it's been a lot of fun. Like I've learned so many things in such a brief period of time, because I've only really worked on this for 3 days. That's the reality, is I've only spent 3 days doing any work on it. But yeah, we can hit play and we enter the scene, and then basically the way the loop works. Well, I already showed you guys, but for those of you who weren't here earlier, you can pick locks, and yes, I've completely cloned Oblivion's lock picking. And like just to show you, if I fail, it drops all the pins. It doesn't reset it, so you just have to learn the order in which they lock. And I think in last second I'm gonna make it so you can also use WASD, because moving the mouse is a little bit cumbersome. But yeah, and then you open the door, law enforcement is arriving, you can see the little timer at the top starts, and I'll probably adjust the timer, can pick things up, and so all the props that we've made will turn into things that can be stolen, and then you'll walk it up to your truck, drop it in your truck, and it'll count towards your total take, and then you depart, and you did it. And then I'm probably going to make a summary here that will say like, oh, you stole a total of this much stuff. Maybe I'll even hook it up. No, I probably shouldn't hook it up to the OpenAI, because there's a chance that somebody might like decompile it and like get my token. But it would be funny to have it so it like summarizes what you took and like gives you a review of how well you stole things. Something like that could be fun, but I don't know if that's safe to do. And then you can try again. It reloads the level for you. You can quit. You can click quit, and it goes back to the main menu. But yeah, a lot of fun ideas. Unfortunately, just not enough time to implement them. Also, time concerns. Absolutely. But yeah, I think with what I have here, I should probably stop streaming and get back to work. I probably, not to say I haven't been working. I mean, we've got a decent amount of stuff modeled. We've got a decent amount of furniture modeled. I think I'll be able to make a nice little interior with this, maybe a couple of other little assets, and then I'll make a bunch of stealables, and we'll see how things go. And I'll have to animate this guy up. Because I've gone this far with it. I've got to go the rest of the way and make it so it actually like does the little bend out and all that stuff. maybe I'll take a song. I'll like put something to it. Oops, I almost just Alt F4'd Blender. That would not be wise. Nice job. Thank you. By the way, I got a rejection on the dog training app. Aw. So they didn't tell me they needed someone to start this week, so they picked someone else. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm sorry, Doc Fox. But hopefully better, newer opportunities on the horizon, right? And you're going to try and get some sleep, Decidius? All right, that sounds like a great plan. We'll catch you later, Decidius. Thank you very much for hanging out today. I appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and wrap up, and we're going to go ahead and say hi to Practical, because Practical is marathoning. Let me actually check and make sure he's still live. I'm pretty sure he's still going for a while. I'm pretty sure he is. Let's see, twitch.tv/practicalnpc. And in general, if you haven't heard of Practical, I will not pretend to be not surprised. I'd be a little bit surprised if you haven't heard of Practical. But in the case that you haven't, he's working on a game called Memori.
Water, drink it.
Which you can find right over, oops, not cut,
Drink
copy. You can find his game right over here. And he's got a Kickstarter going right now that he's speedrun it. He's speedrun the Kickstarter. So if you like the look of his project, because it's a precision platformer, it's very, very cool. I've played it myself and can vouch for it being pretty neat. And if you're looking to support him on Kickstarter, you can find his Kickstarter right there. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, and we'll go and say hi to Practical, and I'll get back to work while hanging out. Looks like he's got 4 hours left too, so he's imprisoned for another 4 hours.
Good job. I hope you enjoyed that water.
Oh, Thorolf, that's a good point. The way to do it would probably be a simple web API that safely exposes it for you. That's a good point. The offer is still open if you ever want to serve it. That might be something to explore at some point. That definitely might be something to explore at some point. Thorolf, thank you for that idea. That's a fascinating concept. I'd never considered just like hosting an API. I never even considered that. That shows how little I think in terms of like APIs. Deflux was trying to like beat the idea of APIs into my brain. He actually showed me how to implement APIs too, within like .NET stuff. So I need to like hit him up again and like learn more stuff from him. Deflux has been amazing. Proxy it yourself. It's a good point. Sleep well, stay well, kick the bugs behind. Absolutely. After one more late night, I think I'm not going to I think I'm going to stop abusing my sleep officially and start trying to get to bed earlier, because I was having really interesting results in winding down by about 10, like stopping gaming and just actually winding down by about 10. So I might try, like, instead of working until super late, like give myself some time to play games and then wind down and try to wake up earlier in the day instead of staying up so late. Because I think staying up so late is part of why I got so damn sick, because I pushed my immune system. Tooling for making APIs are very good. ASP.NET is a little cumbersome, but you can figure it out easily. Well, thank you. Sleep is one of the most important ways to change your health. Sleeping well and taking a daily walk has crazy health benefits. It does. And I've been taking walks for years, but I haven't been sleeping very well. So I need to work on that more. Can easily do it in one focused stream. Ooh. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. And I think I would dare to agree with you. Based off of what Deflux has shown me. Proud of you, Grow. Thank you so much, Doc Fox. All right, I gotta stop because I gotta work on stuff. So let me grab the guitar. I'll grab the guitar. We'll play some guitar, and here, let me lower my desk too. Hopefully it won't squeak against the windowsill again. I think I moved it enough that it shouldn't. Oh man, I actually had a really, really good time today. I'm so glad I decided to stream today instead of taking another day off. It was 100% worth it, even if my voice is a little bit fatigued. Get out of here, sleep. Well, after tonight, I'll start taking better care of that. Stretch. And thank you for the posture check, Dragon Boy. Thank you very much. I'll do a little stretch beforehand. Thorby said, just trying to say, you don't need to wait for Deflux on this one. You could figure it out. Although I'm sure he would love to help with this. Well, he showed me stuff already, so technically, I probably wouldn't have any problems. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably could do it. 30-minute naps are also good. Yeah, the problem is I have like, I can't justify wasting another 30 minutes. I have 12 hours. I have 12 hours to get this done, so I can rest after. after the jam, I will have plenty of rest, and I'm gonna start a new pattern for myself as well, I think. Okay, so without further ado, let's get things wrapped up, and we'll say hi to Practical. And let me go ahead and start jamming, start some jams, some jams.
Now I will wrap up the stream by thanking everyone. First and
Oh, my
foremost,
guitar's still good.
a special thank you
Bye.
to any
We'll catch you
lurkers
later,
who are here
Fox.
now, or whom have passed through.
Is it tuned?
You are the statistical majority
really.
in all audiences, as much as 80% of the audience in some streams. Thank you for being here, and know you are loved regardless of whether or not you chat. A special thank you to
it's
lovely
bad.
streamer who decided to raid our channel. Thank you, Fortuna's favorite, for raiding with
Oh my God,
3
it's so bad.
lovely
Hold on.
people. Thank you so much for raiding the Seto stream. You are an amazing, beautiful person. Now to thank the fantastic, amazing gifter. Bear Halabi gave a sub to Godot Tenjin official. Seriously, you're fantastic beyond words. Thank you for the truly above and beyond support, and for bringing the joy and surprise of a gift sub to our friends, old and new. Time to thank our brand new subscriber, TBD Gamer, 4 months. Thank you so much for subscribing now. You are an absolute legend, and you are tremendously appreciated. Now to thank our lovely
Oh my God,
bit
it's
droppers,
awful.
The
I wonder
Ralph
if my other
tossed
guitar
out
is better.
350 bits. Time to thank our lovely chatters,
This one
The
usually holds
Ralph,
a tune a little
Shy
bit
Programmer,
I should have thought about this.
Casualix, Azaga, Seubix, Master Solid,
Yeah, we'll go with this one.
Catatonophic, Thindle, Lenny, The Iron Shark,
Okay.
Bear Halabi, Maxis Field, Temptic 404, Carney, Treadbornal, Steve L. Callahan, Kinch Rixie, Moonyak, TBD Gamer, Lurks, Hellraiser, Anthrocarbon, Lupin Studio, Ducasoft, Prince, Redori, Thimplum General 44, Half Moon, Fortuna's Favorite, Decidius, Javasaurus, Observish Object, Brian Hawkins, Vettery F Shark, 7 Cards, Sky. NZ, Fanislan, Code Space 0x25, Sybil, Dunwalk, Doc Fox, Chibodi Crockett, Godot Tenjin Official, Rebalder, Foxholer Games. Thank you all so very much for chatting with us now, being kind, and for being you. Hey there, friends. Don't forget to swing by again and support the stream. Become a Seto Corp trademark symbol return follower to stay updated on all the latest developments, or consider supporting us through Streamlaments, Cheers, subscriptions, or Patreon. Your support means the world to us. Finally, to inspire you all, I will recall a quote pulled from the glorious wonderland known as the Internet. So, instead of giving up, why not use the time to pursue your dream and create the life you desire? Time is a gift, make the most of it and keep moving forward towards your goals.
Oh my God, I couldn't
What's
agree
so
more.
funny?
And goodbye to you all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good time today. I had an absolute blast. We will be back tomorrow, probably still a little bit weary, but we'll be back tomorrow between 10 and 11 a.m. Pacific. Hopefully my voice will be a little bit more in repair, and we'll probably do a mixture of reviewing what I finally end up with at the end of the jam, and we'll probably start taking stock of some other games. I might take a look at some missions tomorrow, like after stream, and figure out which ones I want to play on stream. So what I'll do is I'll look out for anybody's names I recognize and like prioritize those, and we'll play some of those. And then I'll probably do a lot of them off stream, because I want to be able to just like spend some time and review things and like write comments and focus on the games and not get too distracted with the streaming stuff. I know a lot of people like they like joining jams to like see other people play them on streams and stuff, but like I kind of don't want to make my stream about like playing a shit ton of other people's submissions, because like there's gonna be a ton. So I kind of want to I kind of want to just pick some of the names that I know, and then maybe I'll find ones that I really like, and then play those on stream again, even after I've already played them, just to give them some appreciation. Yeah, Connie, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I will definitely do my best to get some rest. Just in holding my foot at a certain angle to try and have decent positioning of my guitar, my foot is now cramping up. So that's being sick for you. But yeah, I'm gonna start that raid. We're gonna go and say hi to Practical in case you haven't met him before. We're gonna go meet him right now. Practical NPC. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. If you want to send a message in the raid, you are of course more than welcome to do so. If you don't want to send a raid, feel no pressure to say anything whatsoever. I'm gonna say, yo, you're killing it. So if you would like to say that, you can feel free to. Or say nothing at all. Do exactly what you want to do. Spend your time how you want to spend it. And thank you for being a part of my stream today. Thank you for taking the time to be here. And I hope that hope between now and the next time I see you that time and life are kind to you, and we'll catch you again. So, without further ado, take good care of yourselves. With a hungry stomach, a burnt up brain, and a very happy heart, I say to you all, take good care. Let's see what you say here, Thor. He said even Irish John Jam had enough submissions where I couldn't find the energy to go through them all. I played every single one of them. Luckily, I got to see them through most of them through the streams. Yeah, absolutely. All right, take care, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh man, I did the wrong button. Oh well.
Alrighty, that's a wrap. To those of you left, thanks for being here, and goodbye.